York, so you're coming in now.
I love that. And when you think about all these, especially hometown people celebrating this, whether it's Cat over the river in Jersey or you have Jose Alvarado, and growing up on these courts and how much basketball means to this city. We've talked about it several times where basketball, if it kept being if the Knicks were to ever win a championship, what this city would be like. Today we're seeing that play out because basketball is so much more than a sport in this city. It is an identity. It is an attitude. Some 1,800 courts across the city and fans pouring out, many of them playing pickup basketball. They don't speak the language maybe that each other speak. Maybe somebody speaks Spanish, somebody speaks English or what have you, but they speak the language of basketball, and that unites so many people across this city from people all over the world.
Well said, Mike. It resonates so much, especially with guys like this. Ben Stiller, who did announce yesterday, by the way, that all the filming that he's been doing courtside on his cell phone, by the way, will be part of an upcoming Knicks documentary, and some of the footage that he has gotten will take you right into the celebration, literally.
And
so
look at the man of the hour right here.
OG Anunoby.
OG. Now, do you think we're going to see OG smile today?
I have a feeling we're
really
going to see OG Anunoby smile. Listen, when he was on GMA the other morning, they had him crack a smile. That was a huge moment for all of us to see OG. You know, he hit that big tip in at the end of Game 4 that some are calling the greatest shot in New York City sports history. And they asked him after the game, OG, you just hit one of the biggest shots of your life. He's like, yeah, it was cool. And I think that's another reason why people like this team. They're just so humble. They're the everyday guys, and they don't take themselves too seriously, even when they're doing things that have never been done before. So just another reason why we want to celebrate these guys here today.
Yeah, he's got that quiet strength.
Oh,
but
no
it was
question
a
about it.
defining play for sure.
It comes from the top down, and you think about the captain, Jalen Brunson, and Sade, you and I have talked several times during the newscast about how even keel Jalen Brunson is, a true ultimate captain, and it paid off in these finals.
Well, one thing that we cannot, disregard here, well, not even disregard, but we've really got to highlight is the coach, Coach Mike Brown. We saw him coming in earlier from one of the shots, and Mike Brown has talked all year about connectivity, that you don't build trust when things get hard. You rely on the trust you already built. And this team, that's what they relied on to win. Mike, we've also often talked about this, that Villanova connection, the three of those players winning now 2 titles.
It's incredible to see them and how they're going to experience that today. Chopper John Del Giorno above the scene where Mitchell Robinson has become the vehicle of choice here. What are we witnessing as people are trying to pile into the back of this big rig?
This is
of a few that Brian mentioned he has. What an interesting, dramatic-filled postseason he had. There was a moment where we were questioning, is he going to be able to play because of that pinky injury? And then he came up pretty clutch.
2 days before, we didn't know, but 2 days before Game 1, we didn't know if he was going to play. Had surgery to repair a fractured pinky, but he was monumental and had that giant rebound at the end of Game 5 that helped secure the Knicks NBA championship. And you talk about a guy, let's not forget, he was a second-round pick back in 2018. He's the longest tenured Knick, and he told me after the game on the court in San Antonio, listen, I've seen 15 wins, I've seen 30 wins, I have seen it all in my time here. And he, more than anyone, can fully appreciate this moment. And he added that he's looking forward to writing a book about everything he's seen during his time as a Knick. And I'm just going to go ahead and make a prediction right now. That will be a New York Times top 10 bestseller when Mitchell Robinson's book comes out about his time as a Knick.
I think without a doubt, you know, today is just all of us coming together. Today is about joy. For one day, you've got New Yorkers who are going to put everything aside. Today isn't about politics. It isn't about work. It isn't about schoolwork. It is about just us coming together and being joyful for this team, for the city.
Have we ever seen New Yorkers in more of a good mood than they've been the last couple of weeks? I mean, it's just smiles. Right. People are being courteous. They're letting you cut in front of them in the subway line. Everybody's like, yeah, go ahead. Hey, have a nice day. Nice to see you.
Right.
And you're like, wait, where are we at?
I know,
and
right?
It just goes to show you how a team, to your point, a team can unify a city, bring everyone together, lift up an entire community's spirits. And it's truly been remarkable to see. And it's been remarkable to see Danny Beckstrom and Shirley and Allicott right in the mix. So go ahead, ladies. Take it away. What's going on down there?
Hey, Mike. We are so in the mix right now. We are on Trinity Place. It's like right across from Broadway. So this is the spillover crowd. Yeah. You know, the crowd that didn't quite get into the parade, but still having a great time. Yeah. We're seeing some of the most of it. They've been up and down. No one's going anywhere. And I see that a lot of them are going in.
He's good. I'd say that.
Good. Number 11 represent. Did you go to school today, Cameron?
Nope.
You were able to get out, huh?
Nope.
You got to skip for good reason.
What time did you get here? 8 a.m. 8 a.m. Are you tired? Yeah. But we hyped up on energy. Can I get a go Knicks? Go Knicks! That's right, Cameron. Thank you, buddy.
Let's go Knicks.
Yeah, you know,
Queens.
we are
Cameron's from Queens.
We're one block over. We're on Trinity Place, as Shirley mentioned. Yep. But you would think that we're right in the middle of the action, and that tells you just how many fans came out today.
Yeah, I mean, it shows such resilience, no disappointment. They are making the most of it. They've been up and down. No one's going anywhere, and I see that a lot of them are going into the neighboring businesses, which is exactly what Mayor Mamdani was saying. He was saying, still, enjoy the festivities, celebrate our Knicks, and do it your way.
Charlene said they're going up and down. They are going up and down the street, but they are also literally going up and down. We have seen fans...
We witnessed some things.
Climbing traffic. We saw a fan try to climb the wall here at Trinity Church, which is just across the street. Security stopped him as soon as he got to the top of the wall.
A lot of them are hanging from the crossing signs.
Yeah.
Do you see that over there? There's actually a child up there right now.
But you know what, so far,
we don't recommend.
People have been behaving themselves.
For the most part.
Yeah, it's been good. And I was, you know, a little concerned because we're outside of that safety barricade. We couldn't get through the barricade, but things have been fine.
And we've seen certain activities thanks to some of the watch parties that we've had, but everybody seems to be on their best behavior.
And now we're just waiting for that ticker tape to fly. We've got a couple raindrops, but it's not letting people stop the party, Mike and Sade. We're still going.
That's great. And I know Charlene, don't make her get her mom voice out. She will get people off of those contraptions. She will tell them to get down immediately, and they will listen. You will crack them and say, get down and be safe. Awesome coverage, Charlene and Danny. Great job. As you see all the families out there, you know, we saw the Jalen Brunson fan. When you think about the Nova Knicks, as you were mentioning earlier, you have Mikal Bridges, and then you have Josh Hart and Jalen Brunson. They've been through something similar back in college in Villanova on a smaller scale. But when you think about all three going through now this moment a decade later, that's incredibly special.
Yeah, I mean, listen, Mikal Bridges and Jalen Brunson won 2 titles in Villanova, which they are quick to point out to Josh Hart, who only won 1 championship at Villanova. And we failed to mention this on Saturday night, but the last time that Jalen Brunson and Mikal Bridges played.
When you guys were playing there, Nova together. And he said he was actually a bully.
That's right.
He pulled me up on the court side. I basically had to get it together. But, of course it was all fun. But that connection, I think, really played key to now.
Yeah, those two don't like to admit it, but they are besties. They host the Roommates podcast together. And like I said, their brotherhood is a big reason why we're here today.
And they threw strikes last night at Yankee Stadium
yes,
to kick
they
things
did.
off. Very exciting. Sam Ryan down there with some of the player arrivals as they're getting set. Sam, what are you seeing as we're just minutes away from this thing stepping off?
Yeah, it was somewhat of the parade before the parade down here in Battery Place as the players made their way. We talked NBA champion 2026 New York Knicks, but we have to talk about the legends as well who are here and who are celebrating with this team. They made their way through as well. We saw John Starks, we saw Allen Houston, we saw Latrell Sprewell, we also saw Patrick Ewing. I spoke to Patrick Ewing after the win on Saturday night, and he said, I can finally call myself an NBA champion. Think about all those years, the 1999 team that went to the finals. He was injured. He didn't play in the finals that year. This is so important to the legends as well as the current team, and there is reciprocal respect both ways. The current players saying they set the stage for us, they paved the way for us, they look up to them, and it goes both ways. They're all here, they're all being celebrated today, and it's such a beautiful moment. You talked about the city coming together, you talked about the generations, and we see that along the parade route with the current team, the NBA champions, and the Knicks legends. Guys.
Okay, thank you, Sam. You're talking about that connectivity, everybody coming together. I think that was on full display where Nina was. Nina, somebody made your shirt Filipino descent. Can you just talk about that unity? And also, what is the excitement behind you? We see people donning their hats, wearing their jerseys,
hanging out of windows.
Yeah. Mike and Sade, we had a little break in the barricade. The NYPD was very careful about the perimeter. What you're looking at is Vesey Street right now, and we're about a block south of City Hall. So the police were very careful at making pens. And what happened was the people that were held about a block away were not having it. And people got up very early. They're, of course, crazy about this win. They kept pressing and pressing on the barricades. And finally, it only takes one, but somebody broke through. And that entire crowd was able to make their way to Broadway. Past the, sanitation has equipment. You can see right there's a front-end loader that has tried to keep the fans away. But they weren't able to do that. So that has been a barricade breach. But that has been very peaceful, and those people were lucky because they were able to make their way to actually the first block away from Broadway and might get a chance to actually see the floats like the folks here behind me who have been in place since 5 a.m. I have from Elizabeth, New Jersey, 3 generations of Knicks fans. We've got Grandma, your name is?
Barbara.
Barbara, and
Aries.
And?
Shaquilla.
Shaquilla. So Barbara, Aries' grandma, remembers because she was a child when they took the championship in '73. Barbara, what's it like to be here with your grandson and your daughter?
Phenomenal. It's phenomenal. No words can express how I feel. It's like amazing.
And what did you tell your 9 grandchildren about being a Knicks fan?
Oh, even my grandkids are Knicks fans. Yeah. Even their parents are Knicks fans. Our whole family is Knicks fans. We just love the Knicks. Go Knicks, go!
Go Knicks! And where did you make your way in from?
We came from Huntington, Long Island.
And what time did you have to leave?
We left the house at 3:30 this morning.
Okay, first thing I said was, have you eaten? Have you slept? Have you gone in the bathroom? You said no.
No.
All right,
no.
We'll send it back to you as the parade's making its way down. We can feel the anticipation. Go Knicks, go! Go Knicks, go! Go Knicks, go!
So much fun. 3 generations of Knicks fans attending. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back. The parade is just getting started.
You are looking live at a breathtaking scene over downtown Manhattan, where millions of people have flooded the streets to celebrate the 2026 NBA champion New York Knicks. The parade just about to get underway. Only a 30-minute delay, guys. I think I had the over on that. I was thinking it was going to be at least an hour delayed. So 30 minutes isn't too bad, all things being considered.
No, not at all. And hey, that means we can extend this party a lot longer.
Absolutely. Who's in a rush to end it?
Yeah, well, we're here at City Hall where it will end, and I can tell you the party is ramping up. You're seeing people allowed in, and they're going to see this presentation. But first, there's a huge parade to get through, Sade.
That's right. And Kimberly Richardson is in the middle of it all, where the anticipation is growing. And Kimberly, I understand you have somebody that has some connection to one of the players?
Yeah, Sade and Mike, this was so random. Let's start from the beginning, though. When it comes to basketball players, NBA players, you usually think like 7 feet tall and taller, but there is something with the saying that good things come in small packages. Jose Alvarado, he's only 6 feet tall, but he is a bandit with the basketball, hence the nickname Grand Theft Alvarado. He is a Bushwick native. He went to Christ the King High School in Queens. I'm standing here at Broadway in Fulton. I look next to me and I see someone and I say, "Hi, how are you?" This is Brittany. Brittany is an alumni, went to high school.
Went to Christ the King High School in 2008, and I was the mascot in 2007.
Okay, watch this. This is Brittany. Here she is in full mascot gear. We were cracking up. Are you so happy, Jose?
I flew up just from Florida just to be here for this parade.
What do you think of all of this and your high school being so repped? Jose's the only native New Yorker on the entire Knicks team.
Yep. But Christ the King is known for having some amazing players like Speedy Claxton and Sue Bird. So it just goes with the legacy that Christ the King has some of the best basketball players in all of New York City.
You were looking good as a mascot.
Yeah. Lots of fun, lots of energy. Go Knicks, Knicks in 5. God's in the garden. Let's go!
All right. I have to show you something, though. This is what not to do at a ticker tape parade. We're at Broadway in Fulton. Look at these guys. They climbed up there. Not good. This is Fulton Center. The police are not happy. I asked one of the officers, will they be charged? They are definitely going to get some kind of ticket once they get down. There's nowhere else to go. Not what to do. What to do? All of this fabulousness. This is what to do. People have been here since 3 in the morning. We're waiting to see that parade come up Broadway. We will be right here. Boom! Once again, I have to share this. New York City-based artist. She designed the patches. Danielle Simone. Follow her on Instagram. Okay, Sade and Mike, back to you.
All right, thanks so much. I love seeing that. She's a mascot there. Well, look, this parade is getting started now. We just saw a marching band, the NYPD marching band, going through. The excitement is really just building.
And Ryan, look, some of the legends in attendance tonight. I mean, this is incredible. Think about what's going on. You talk to him. What's going through his mind as he sees this up the Canadian Heroes?
Yeah, we spoke to him after the game in San Antonio when they clinched, and Clyde was emotional. He's been the voice of the team forever, of course, a part of their previous World Championship teams. He said of Jalen Brunson, he could absolutely play on our team back in the day. And for these guys who hold in such high regard their championship teams, for Clyde to say that about Jalen Brunson, no doubt meant a lot and told you the type of player that Jalen Brunson is. But listen, Clyde in a lot of ways, not just because of his, let's call them fancy suits, is a face of the Knicks. I mean, like I said, he's been a team broadcaster for years, of course, one of their world champions, and this today means a lot to him, and I'm glad that he is the guy starting this parade for the Knicks. Well-deserved.
Yeah, it's so well-deserved. And Brian, let's talk a little bit more about that, because this celebration isn't just for the current team. Let's talk about what this means for all of the other players that came before them.
Yeah, I mean, and these guys have talked about it. They talk about, when they won the game in San Antonio in Game 5 Saturday night, how, it was one of those things where they could have just kept it about themselves, but no, the first thing they mentioned was the plans and the fans, I should say, and the players that came before them. So they are well verse, I should say, in terms of the history that came before them. And so many great players have worn the Knicks jersey. All you have to do is look up in the rafters at the Garden and see all the retired numbers. But before Saturday, there had only been 2 championship banners, and now they will finally add a 3rd championship banner into the rafters at Madison Square Garden. 53 years in the making, but it was worth the wait.
2 championship banners in the Raptors at the Garden, but no parade ever to celebrate those teams. They didn't hold a parade back then during financial constraints of the city and what have you. Today, that all changes, and you want to talk about a parade. It is now on, and we outside. That's all I'm going to say.
And Sam Ryan is outside at the start of the parade. Sam, we saw some of the players coming in through your last shot. We saw Coach Brown. We saw Karl Anthony Towns. We saw, who else? We saw some celebrities. Who are you seeing now? What's happening where you are?
All right, so we'll establish Sam Ryan's position and connection and shot. You can only imagine all the cell phones down here.
I was going to say cell service a little sketchy with millions of people down here in the city, but the NYPD getting this party started.
And right behind him, Department of Sanitation. Now, it's interesting because
this say that.
It's incredible. They're going to play a big role in today's team effort as well because you have, some – I don't know, like 600.
Yeah, we got like 2,500 pounds of confetti that's going to fall from at least 22 buildings. We already saw people above coming out of the windows, waving, donning their Knicks gear. So the sanitation department is going to have a lot to clean up afterwards.
And this is the only week where they can wear a Knicks cap as part of their official uniform. The city made that declaration. Let's go back to Sam Ryan as she is reestablished and taking in the beginning of this parade of champions. Sam?
Hey, we are right here. NYC Park's going by right now. As the first truck to pass by, we did see Clyde Frazier a little bit earlier, as you guys showed us. Yeah, as we're taking a look at the parade route, it's just getting underway here on Battery Place. There's the sanitation truck. We're waiting for the players to make their way through, but Clyde Frazier kicked off this parade, as we told you. We talked about the 1970 championship team, the 1973 championship team, and just how meaningful this is to the New York Knicks legends. Kat and OG are making their way here along the first float as we're taking a look at this. Here they are. Can we get a smile? There we are. OG and Kat on that #1 float making their way. And listen to this crowd. It's electric down here on Battery Place, guys.
It's a full sensory experience today. You're going to hear them, see them, and smell the cigar smoke as they come down celebrating the Canadian heroes. I mean, just an incredible moment, Shadi.
Yeah, it really is. The fans, I just want to see their faces now. I know that they are going crazy just looking at all of these players.
Is that Ja Rule?
Is that Ja Rule?
I think standing up.
Okay. Yeah, I think that is Ja Rule in the back.
Good spot.
All right. Yeah, we've got lots of stars who are coming out here today. Oh, don't tell me you're going to start rapping now.
No. I'll save that to the professionals.
Yeah,
to the professionals. It's awesome to see all these people kind of acting like us, though, right? Their head on a swivel, looking for different players. He's, of course, on one of the floats. It's just incredible to see this uniting, this moment of unification for the city.
And there's Mitchell Robinson on his custom pickup truck. Fitting he has this one all to himself, as he should. You definitely know when Mitchell Robinson is pulling into Madison Square Garden. I can tell you that. That truck certainly stands out above the rest, both literally and figuratively. But doesn't this still, I don't know, guys. I've been in the city now almost 10 years working for ABC7, and it still feels surreal that we are talking about a Knicks championship parade. I still don't think I fully wrap my head around that, and I think a lot of people never thought this day would come. But here we are. And it's still unbelievable to say.
53 years. You know, we saw from Nina's, one of her other live shots, and you could see 3 generations of Knicks fans there. Barbara, who attended, she's got 9 grandchildren, and all of her grandchildren were there cheering on the Knicks. So this has been quite a moment for families like Barbara's, quite a moment for families all across the city. And look, Ryan and Mike, we saw people who are coming in from other states. Let's send it out to Phil Tate right now, who's along the parade route. Phil, have you had an opportunity to talk with people? What are they saying to you?
Oh, Sade, everyone is just so happy to be here. You guys were saying we were 30 minutes late, and that's okay because no one was complaining. Clyde Frazier just went by, but right now I'm joined with Julia and her daughter, Sydney. What does it mean for you to share this moment with your daughter?
Oh my God, I'm so happy to share this memory with her. This will be a core memory for her, and I wish I had this growing up, but I'm so happy for her. And she gets to miss school today and experience this. She'll never forget it.
Did the school come calling?
They did.
Just tell me, what did these games mean to you and experiencing this along with Sydney?
I love New York. I love the fans of New York. I love this team. And, you know, just being a 7-year-old, she didn't really know what to expect, but she has come to fall in love with this team, and that means so much to me because they mean so much to me in my life.
And Sydney, I have a question for you. I love with your face paint going on. Tell me, who's your favorite player on the Knicks?
My favorite player is probably Josh Hart or Cat.
And why do you like Josh Hart?
Because he plays good.
They all play really good, right? Yeah. Can I get a let's go Knicks?
Let's go Knicks!
Oh man, the energy down here is electric. We share those same sentiments as Sydney. Take a live look right now. A marching band is about to make their way up. That's the Sheila Murcher School. The drums are going and they are making their way up the Grand of Canyons. This is the experience that we are talking about here in New York, and the crowd is cheering them on. Of course, we'll be following all of this as they'll be going past us. We'll send it back to you guys, Sade and to Mike.
Okay, thank you, Phil. I like how, you know, all of the kids are saying the same thing. Why do you like the team? Because they're good.
Yeah, and I love that you can tell they're New York City kids, very confident, and they will tell you what they think, and they will just go on with what their opinion is. And Sam Ryan has been taking in all of this, Ryan, right? I mean, when you see these players come through, and you mentioned, you know, Walt there in the ride as we come up the Canyon of Heroes. Ryan, I mean, you and Sam have seen some incredible basketball this past year, but you've seen some lean years when you're talking about this team winning only maybe 15 games in a season.
Yeah, and I was going to make a joke about the kids. They're almost offended when you ask them that question.
Right.
What do you mean, why do I like them? They're good. So you're making lifelong fans here today, kids that, you know, if you're 5, 6, 7 years old and you're seeing the parade, you're sitting here thinking, oh, so this is what the Knicks are always like. No. They haven't won in 53 years. So these kids aren't fully, I don't think, comprehending what they are witnessing and how historical of a moment this is. Anthony Carlo's been with us every step of the way at watch parties outside the Garden. We're going to call him Mr. Nick. He joins us now live. What's going on, Anthony?
Well, Mr. Nick, no, I think, you know, Walt Clyde Frazier gets that title. We actually just saw him go by in a really beautiful old-fashioned car, but if we take a look behind us right now, you can see some folks up on top of a New York City Parks Department float, and look at that big cutout of Jalen Brunson. That is the guy everyone out here wants to see. That is the man who led this New York Knicks team to the promised land for the first time in 53 years. Man, the crowd is really getting going now. There was a slight lull, of course, as we were waiting with anticipation for this parade to start. Now we've got some marching bands coming through, some of the youngest Knicks fans here with a school, it looks like, here in the New York City area, which is coming through with the drum sets and, of course, the orange headbands to represent their Knicks colors. I'm going to talk to a fan right now about what they're seeing. Can you put this in perspective for me? Just finally getting the parade going, what it feels like.
It's surreal.
Waited my whole life for this, man. 47 years for this Knick parade, man. I'm so proud of them. I'm hoping bringing it back to back next year too. Let's go New York.
Let's go.
Go New York. Go New York.
You know, explain for people.
New York. Go New York. Go.
Explain for people what it's like seeing these guys. They're like superheroes to the fans.
They are. I didn't think. Man, I waited my whole life, man, and I don't even know what to say right now. This is so surreal. It's so surreal, man.
May I ask how old you are?
I'm 47.
47 years old.
I've been a Knicks fan for a long time. So this is a long time coming. I'm so happy. I'm proud of them. Let's go Knicks.
Everybody feels like a little kid out here. These guys have been great. They've still got some choice words for Wemby. They still are hating on Wemby. Hey, listen. They did a lot during the finals to get hated on about, so we got to give them a pass on that. But guys, this is just phenomenal. We're going to continue watching to see, of course, the moment we're all waiting for when some of these Knicks players start passing through the crowds here at Broadway and Morris Street. For now, I'll send it back to you guys.
Anthony, thanks. And we literally pointed this out earlier. He spoke to a man who's 47. He's never seen a Knicks championship in his life.
Right.
Some people have literally waited their entire lives for this moment, including Mike Brown, who had never won an NBA championship as a head coach. He's a first-time NBA champion, adding that to the resume. And Sam Ryan just saw him at the start of the parade moments ago. What's going on, Sammy?
Oh, yeah, it was great, Ryan, because as he's going by, the crowd is chanting, "Who let the dogs out?" by the Baja Men. Because remember, after they won the championship, he led the team with the "Who lets the dogs out" chant, and they were throwing T-shirts as well. Here is Sarah, and look at the shirt that she's repping right now.
Hi, we're so excited. Go Knicks!
If you remember, Taylor Swift went to the Garden wearing that shirt.
Yeah.
How long have you been a Knicks fan?
Oh, for at least 15 years.
And you're here with your family today and your kids?
We live in downtown, and this is the most exciting thing we've been to.
How much fun is it to share with your family?
Oh, it's amazing to see the city all come together, and we have a common goal, and everyone loves each other. It's the best feeling in the world.
Well, enjoy this, Sarah.
Thank you so much. Go Knicks!
We also saw Jose Alvarado go by shortly after Mitchell Robinson. Jose Alvarado on a float by himself from New York City. You talked about a little bit earlier, Christ the King High School. He was born in Brooklyn, repping New York City. And Deuce McBride, when he was asked before Game 5, who is the most New York on the team? He said, oh, no doubt, hands down, Jose Alvarado. When Jose was asked that, he said, anyone, if they tell you they are, they're lying. I am the most New York on the team. And here he is on the float all by himself today at the Canyon of Heroes. What a moment, guys.
All right, Sam, thank you. I'll tell you a couple of people so New York. Phil Tate, and is that Fat Joe performing right in front of you, Phil?
Oh, yeah, these champions are going past us right now, and I'm telling you, this is real New York energy. You can hear the music behind us. They had flags going. You're taking a look at Styles P, the Logs. Oh, this is just, there's nothing like this. It is exciting, Mike Sade. This is the parade that New Yorkers have been waiting for, and I'm telling you, crowds have been going crazy again. We're seeing the players go by on these massive trucks. Just take in this moment, guys. I'm telling you, New York City, there is no place else like it, and our champions are getting the parade that they deserve. I'll send it back to you guys.
I can see, Phil, thanks so much. I see that ticker tape coming down now off of those buildings. I also saw Tiana Taylor, who was on that bus that just went by.
It's incredible to see all these people. You know, you get a little concerned with Mitchell Robinson standing up. He's so tall, he may even eclipse the canyons in the Canyon of Heroes. But when you think about just people, everybody's soaking it in. You mentioned the, 2,500 pounds of confetti that's going to fly. Yep. And it was made, by chopping up paper. This practice started when they actually used ticker tape for the stock exchange many years ago. And we talked about the Wemby connection. This practice of a ticker tape parade actually first started in 1886 to sort of honor the dedication from France of the Statue of Liberty. So it's kind of fitting that now France is playing a role, at least on the other side. We're not welcoming. We're sort of saying, thanks, Wemby, but no thanks. Stay in Texas.
I think we just saw Jose Alvarado. Was that Jose again on that other shot to the left?
Anthony Carlo might have the answer to some of these questions. What's going on, Anthony?
Guys, take a look right there. Feast your eyes on O.G. Anunoby. That is the man who saved Game 4. That is the man who saved the Knicks season in an unimaginable comeback. One of the greatest of all time. O.G. Anunoby on that float right now being serenaded by crowds of New York Knicks fans. And he deserves it. Mayor Mamdani also up on that float, right at the tail end of that float. O.G. Anunoby at the front, Mayor Mamdani at the back of it, tossing out New York Knicks t-shirts. And man, what a roar from this New York Knicks fans crowd right here on Champions Way when O.G. Anunoby came by on that float. Everybody was chanting OG. We've got another bus coming up right now. I'm trying to take a look here and see who we've got on this one. Oh, yeah. It sounds to me like we've got Ja Rule. Oh, yeah. That's who we've got up on there. and he is singing the anthem. You know that song. You know that song. Fans have been listening to that all season long. They have been enjoying some of the greatest hip-hop hits, the soundtrack to this New York Knicks season. Take a listen there, man. He's getting the crowd going.
Was that Anthony Carlo or was that Marv Albert when he introduced him? Yes!
Well, you know, we also just saw Mike Brown, who got off of the float and started shaking hands with everyone. We can see it right now. Look at the enthusiasm. But Brown's culture was just built on trust, on sacrifice, on connectivity, that competitive spirit and belief in each other, saying it was impossible to do it on your own. This team emphasized it is about team, it is about all of us, not one of us.
And he had big shoes to fill, make no mistake. Tom Thibodeau led them to the conference finals, and they brought in Mike Brown with the edict, you need to get this team to the NBA finals. No pressure, but all he did in his first season was bring them to the NBA finals and then win them their first NBA championship in 53 years. So promise kept, job well done for Mike Brown, and he is certainly such a likable guy. Let's just go ahead and call him a man of the people, as we saw him out there taking pictures with some of the members of the sanitation department there a short time ago.
And now you see the confetti start to fly here. This confetti cut up from actually a company in Wisconsin, of all places, and they bought it for $7,500. The city did, sliced it up, and we're having a parade. And you know, the interesting thing when you talk about, Ryan, the team aspect of this, because the criticism for the great coach Thibodeau was that he did not use the bench effectively enough. And when you talk about this NBA champion Knicks team, everybody played a role.
Yeah, and listen, that's why they were able to come back from so many double digits in these playoffs. 3+ 20-point deficits. They rallied from 14 down at least in every finals win because they actually had energy at the end of games to make this happen. Mike Brown did such a great job with his bench, keeping guys rested, making sure the starters had legs late in the season and late in these playoff games. They ran out of gas against the Pacers last year in the conference finals. That was not the case. They seemed to get better as these playoffs went on. And let's not forget, guys, this was a team that was down 2-1 to the Atlanta Hawks, and some people were wondering if they were going to get bounced in the first round. All they did was win 15 of their next 16 games. They had that 13-game playoff winning streak. They beat their opponents by an average of 15 points per game, and it turned out to be one of the greatest runs the NBA had ever seen. Just an incredible, incredible job by these Knicks. And let's send it right back to Anthony Carlo, who is in the mix. Anthony.
Coming back to us. Yeah, hey guys. Yeah, so we, just a few moments ago, we saw Mitchell Robinson take off on one of his big monster trucks. We've got a bus here who's really partying right now. I mean, this is where the party's at. The cigar is out. You can take a look there. The Knicks flags are waving. The ticker tape is falling. This is New York City at its finest, ladies and gentlemen. It has been so long since we have seen New York City celebrate like this. First responders included. Take a look here as we've got one of the pipe bands joining in on all the action, and then an FDNY fire truck that will be following shortly behind them. But man, the start of this parade, boy, it has gotten off to an electric start. Could you expect anything less than that? It has been incredible to see all of these fans out here cheering on a team that literally made dreams come true. For folks here in this crowd, millions of Knicks fans who have been waiting to celebrate another championship here in New York. We've got another float that's a little bit down the road, and I've got my eyes on it now, but it looks like we've got some more Knicks players on that. Until then, let's go back upstairs up to the balcony. You can see some folks up there at some positions with some ticker tape as they are showering these floats here on Broadway with ticker tapes. I'll send it back to you guys for now. Come back in a little bit, though. We'll have another float for you.
Okay, great. Well, now we want to send it right over to Anthony Johnson because you've got some great pictures where you are. You're at Cedar and Broadway.
Anthony, at 10 o'clock they started counting down to the beginning of the parade, and then all of a sudden sudden, it didn't happen, so they had to wait another 35 minutes, but now they are thrilled with all of the action that's taking place out here. I just want to let you know, there are people blocks away actually looking at the parade from the top of those buildings. You can see what the fans are looking at. They're seeing the sanitary.
And we're going to take a quick break and show you all the sights and sounds of the parade when we come right back. Go Knicks.
Welcome back to the Parade of Champions as your NBA champion New York Knicks are making their way up the Canyon of Heroes. The floats are flowing, the spirits are as well, and we are lively as millions of people are watching all of this unfold. 53 years in the making.
53 years in the making. It is just electric here, isn't it? I mean, this is such a good time. How are you feeling, Ryan?
It's exceeded expectations. I think for all of us, we can say that. I mean, this is a party that you can tell it's been more than 5 decades in the making. The fans are out in full force, celebrating a team that they love, and frankly, a deserving champion. And what an afternoon, or I should say, what a morning we have here, here on the streets.
Look at all the kids who are out, people who are standing on top of buildings. This one on.
Everybody's trying to get a peek.
Yeah, they just want that shot.
You know who has the best view?
Yeah, Johnny D.
John Del Giorno, take it away, buddy.
The word just now, and I've been using it all week. It's electric. New York City has a palpable feel when you've got an event like this, and really it started with this whole Knicks playoff run. It took the city over, and if you were out in the streets during the Knicks playoff run, you could feel it out there. Was really amazing. I'm going to zoom down. This is the next float that's going to be turning off of Battery Place and into the Canyon of Heroes. Josh Hart, what can you say about Josh Hart? He quickly ingrained himself to New Yorkers because he plays with that blue-collar spirit. He's a hard worker. He's there all the time, and New York just loves this guy. And on the back of this float is Landry Shamet, another great story on this team. If you're not a sports fan, and there's some folks in my house that don't follow sports, the thing about this team is that they're so likable from person to person, and all of these stories are so good. You have Landry Shamet, and I know Ryan can talk about it. He was the last guy signed on this team, to the point where the coach actually apologized that his contract wasn't so good, but he said, listen, I need you on the team. And here comes Landry Shamet in the playoffs with all of those clutch baskets there. In that last round. Let me pull this shot back, and now this is the view. This is my favorite view all these parades that I've covered, as you turn from Battery Place onto Broadway, this is where these players will experience the Canyon of Heroes for sure. You've got, I'm going to zoom down, you'll see several rows of people, not only up against the barricades, but look at these folks up here on the windowsills watching the parade. The energy down here is just great.
Oh, sure. Okay, thank you so much, John. Well, you know, you mentioned about Josh Hart. He holds Knicks franchise record for most triple-doubles in a single season. His hometown is Silver Spring, Maryland, and, of course, he's a part of that Villanova University trio. Now let's go to Phil Tate, who is there along the parade route. And, Phil, who has passed by you so far?
Well, Josh Hart, you were just talking about him, Sade. He is passing us right now. To think of all that he has accomplished, he is joined by several people on his float, and there is truly an electric energy. Similar to what you guys are seeing up there, there are people literally standing alongside this building just trying to get a glimpse. People are waving even from outside of their windows, just trying to cheer this team on. Even though Josh Hart is on that float by himself and surrounded by some of his family and friends, to think of what this team really accomplished, what they were able to do together, and to come out in front for this NBA championship is truly something special. Sade, you mentioned it. It's the teamwork. It's the camaraderie. It's all of the hard work that they are doing. Chris Rock right now up top this float. He just passed by. Those are some of the celebrities that we've seen here. Spike Lee has been here, and I'm telling you, we're going to see more and more of these buses just start to file out and come up Broadway and make its way to City Hall for that powerful ceremony that will happen in just a short time. But for now, the celebrations will continue to go on. I'll send it back to you guys.
Okay, Phil, thank you so much. We're still waiting for all these players to come by. Wait until Jalen Brunson is shown.
You ain't seen nothing yet.
Oh, I think we will hear it before we see it. No doubt about that. Sam Ryan certainly will. She's at the start of the parade as more floats are filling up and stepping up the Canyon of Heroes. Sam.
Yeah, and Jalen Brunson is just steps away because we can see Jalen Brunson's float as we're taking a shot of this right now. There's Jalen. You see his family. Rick Brunson with him, your finals MVP, 45 points in Game 5. Look what he did in the fourth quarter to cement this championship for the 2026 New York Knicks. And here is Jalen Brunson, the float at a stop right now, but it's starting to make its way. They're getting ready. You see the confetti, the blue and orange confetti. It's flying. They're getting ready for the MVP to inch along the Canyon of Heroes. But the fans down here, we get the first look at Jalen Brunson. Tracy Morgan on the float as well, as you can see. And there's his family, the excitement. It's palpable right here, right now. And Mariska Hargitay on the float as well. Wow. Look at the excitement here, guys. Jalen Brunson ready to make his way up the Canyon of Heroes. You hear the crowd. They're getting ready. They're just waiting for their final cue as they're clearing the parade route and getting ready to bring this float up the Canyon of Heroes. We are down here on Battery Place. And here he comes. Jalen Brunson, your finals MVP. Let's take a listen to the crowd.
There's Mariska. You know, it's interesting when you think about him. He's riding with the Larry O'Brien Trophy, but you see Jalen with his wife and then his daughter, I believe, there. Yep. Yeah, we can see on the float. And they've been together for so long. And, you know, she knew him as he's coming up, and they're kind of sharing in this moment together before he had the spotlight, before all of this praise was showered on him, certainly through all the doubters and all the criticism that he faced in this city. But to see him turn that around and use that as fuel to become not only a champion, but an MVP.
That's another storyline that I love here. You know, true love, those who stick with you from the very beginning. You know, Jalen became the face of this run. He's always been calm, unshakable. I think never too high, never too low run, right? He delivered when the moment demanded it, and he certainly earned that finals MVP honor.
You know who's been even keeled throughout this entire playoff run? Anthony Carlo. And he's had to deal with a lot of fans throughout this thing, and now he's right in the middle of it all once again. What's going on, Carlo?
Hey guys, how you doing? Well, that's Chris Rock up there. He's in the orange. You'll see him in a second. You got to pan over a little, Fred, to the left. Right up here on this bus. Look, right there. Hold on, guys. Hang for us. There's Chris Rock. He's part of the party there in the orange. Yeah, he's celebrating today with the fans. You know, New York City, of course, they bring out all the celebrities, especially the New York Knicks. Hey, Fred, come back this way. That's Carmelo Anthony. Carmelo Anthony right in the middle there. Right here for you, that's Carmelo. We know how integral he was in the old Knicks teams, if we go back about 10 or so years. But man, he has to be relishing in this moment. Seeing the New York Knicks finally win a championship. Carmelo was part of a team, of course, a culture that was trying to bring back winning here to New York City. I've got a young fan over here. He's off camera, but I want his take on what you're seeing here today. How does it feel seeing the old greats like Carmelo celebrating what the Knicks did this season?
It makes me happy. It makes me happy that Carmelo's here, even though he never got a ring. But his influence on the Knicks, it was very effective. Yeah.
Who has it been most fun to watch so far out here come on these floats?
I would say Josh Hart.
Josh Hart, a fan favorite. We love us some Josh Hart, the heart of the team. John Del Giorno did a good job explaining it earlier. We've got another float over here. I believe that is A Boogie with the hoodie. Yeah, a rapper from the Bronx. So a lot of celebrity floats, of course, as they, again, here in New York City. To be a New York Knick is to be a celebrity. And to be a celebrity is to be friends with the New York Knicks. Guys, I'll send it back to you.
All right, Anthony Carlo, you about knocked over Ryan over there with the narration.
Listen, if a boogie with the hoodie is in, you know the party's about to get started. He performed several times, both last season and this season at halftime. So definitely a part of this Knicks run, and I had a feeling we would see him as part of the celebration here today.
Yeah, and just a shout out back to Carmelo Anthony. Peace right back at you, brother.
And we hear it sounds like booze, but it's not. They're saying Deuce. That's because Miles Deuce McBride is on this float, and he is celebrating along with everyone today. I just talked to Deuce McBride, and he got this ovation. He went to a World Cup game, and he got this ovation. He said, you know, Senegal fans were going crazy for him, and he thought, wow, what is it going to be like when I am riding in this float up the Canyon of Heroes? And he's realizing that dream right now.
Yeah, and you know, talk about, if you will, Ryan, just even seeing the Carmelo Anthonys, how they are a part of this entire story.
Well, and that's the best way to put it is I feel like these guys are at almost every game. So not only are they honorary alumni, but they're giant fans of the team, even though they no longer play for the team. And they're very much a part of the team. And we saw so many of the players, the former players, in the locker room celebrating with the guys after the game. And it's very much a brotherhood. And to see them being able to share in this moment today is just truly, truly special. And Phil Tate is down there along the parade route. And Phil, what's going on by you?
Well, just take a look right now. The cheerleaders are out, and they're getting everyone excited. I'm telling you, we've been here having a front row seat to all of these players coming out on their floats. I mean, who we're really waiting to see is Jalen Brunson, to think about what he accomplished, 45 points, but also the way that he has led this team as the MVP, what this team stands for. You can just feel it. All of those ways to describe this team, their resilience, the sense of hope that they have, the way you can come back even when you're down. You can feel all of what they've shown this season, front and center. Now, we saw Mikal Bridges pass by, Jordan Clarkson, Jose Alvarado, Carmelo Anthony was also on the float, Allen Houston. I'm telling you, everyone is getting excited right now. You're taking a live look. I believe that is the Jalen Brunson float. As you can see, there are a whole lot of folks on that float, and there are already fans who are cheering. Some of the confetti is even going into the air. I mean, just taking this live picture, this is the moment that New York Knicks were looking for. This was the moment that New Yorkers were looking for. 53 years we have been waiting for all of this, and this celebration is happening right now. Jalen Brunson holding that trophy. He is leading this float as he is turning this corner here on Broadway, and as you can hear, the crowd is going crazy. Again, that gold trophy, he has his hand on it, and this is what this team set out to do. His father just right behind him. Again, this is our MVP. Jalen, you're taking a look at him right now, and so many thousands, among thousands, millions of fans will have an opportunity to say his name, to thank him for what he was able to do on that court. Father right behind him, who has been a steady hand behind him. They've endured so much, and yet they are standing so tall today, and this is what it is all about. Mike Sade, I will send it back to you all. What a time to be alive, and what a time to be a New Yorker.
I think we're going to stay with your camera, Phil, because this is just such a moment. Jalen there, the face of the franchise. I mean, this is an incredible guy. He left roughly $113 million in guaranteed money on the table to help the Knicks build. This says everything about who he is.
The investment paid off. The Knicks starting five will be intact not only for next season, but most likely the season following as well. Brunson made a sacrifice for the betterment of the team, and that right there, guys, embodies what this team is all about. And listen, can I say something? With all due respect to the past Knicks, the mayor, the current Knicks, the party didn't start until Jalen Brunson's float got moving.
There we go.
I mean,
there we go.
Let's be honest about that.
Let's give him the props.
Now this thing can finally get underway, and he is the star of the show, and it's so cool. He gets to share in the moment with Allie, his wife, his high school sweetheart wife. They go back to 2013 when they first started dating, got married in 2024. Now they have a beautiful daughter, and of course his dad, Rick, his mom there as well on the float. Jalen said he kept his cool after they won the championship until he saw his dad on the sidelines, and then he just lost it. And all the emotions just poured out. And you knew Spike Lee was going to be there today.
Season ticket holder since the 1980s. And when we spoke at the West 4th Cage, the famed basketball courts earlier, he was excited about this moment. Anthony Carlo, what say you, sir? Look, who, you got a special guest.
Hey, we've got Trey Jemison here with us. Tell us what you're holding and how you're feeling.
I'm feeling phenomenal, man. It's the NBA Cup, man. We're so blessed to be here with the city of New York. It's been a phenomenal time. We're enjoying the day. It's going to be a great day.
And tell us a little bit about this is not the Larry O'Brien.
No, it's not Larry O'Brien. It's the NBA Cup. We won this in December. It was a blessing, man. Carly Towns played great. Tyler Coley played great. Jalen Brunson played phenomenal. Everybody played great. We're so blessed to have this, man. Grateful to be here.
Hey, you know these guys very well. How are they feeling today being up on these floats?
Oh, it's phenomenal, man. We worked so hard for this, man. It's been a long season. We started off in Abu Dhabi, NBA Cup, Eastern Conference Finals, now NBA champ, so it's been good.
You believe champions of the world?
Yes, sir. We're the best to ever do it right now.
Hey, big congrats to you. Thanks for stopping by and talking to us. All right? Go Knicks. All right, you hear the crowd, ladies and gentlemen. It is surreal to be out here. We've got athletes hopping off of the floats. We've got them coming over, talking to the fans. The New York Knicks, baby, they are back. They are what's cool here in New York City. This is the place to be here today. Obviously, a very, very surreal experience for any New York Knicks fan who has their phone out, snapping pictures, trying to be a part of this moment. And I really think that's what's resonating, of course, with the players themselves, is realizing how important it is for every single fan to be out here and just share a little piece of the pie, a little bit of this celebration. 53 years. You got to be part of it. And these New York Knicks players, they're soaking it up. They're making the fans a part of it. Man, this is just amazing out here. I'll send it back to you guys.
All right, thank you. Well, we're seeing the Governor Hochul pass by, Mayor Mamdani. Who else did you check out on the floor?
Well, they're with OG Anunoby, and you want to talk about a moment in these Knicks finals. I think that's when you hit the ceiling in the studio, when you were jumping so high. I wasn't measuring the vertical, but it was way off the charts. I can tell you that.
You've never seen Sade until she's watching a Knicks playoff game. There is another level that you can get to that I didn't think we knew you could. And speaking of which, OG almost looked like he was touching the garden ceiling on that tip-in in Game 4. He told us on GMA the other day that he actually thought he was going to try to dunk it, but instead it was the tip-in heard around the world, and really arguably the greatest shot in New York sports city history, because that put the Knicks on the precipice of their first title in 53 years, and then they went ahead and finished the job the next game in San Antonio.
Such an iconic moment. As we're talking about all the crowds that we see here, millions of people who have come to share in this celebration, it is also about the team. They too are taking in these moments. Putting out their cameras, and how special this must be for them to know that they won this, they brought it to New York City. So that's another level to this whole entire celebration.
Yeah, I mean, they definitely appreciate the historical significance of it. I mean, I know the Knicks haven't won in so long, and this city has seen Yankees championships and Giants championships, and to John DelGiorno's point a little while ago, the Rangers title in 1994 that broke a 54-year championship drought. So that's a parallel we can make here with this team breaking a 53-year title drought for, frankly, one of the most popular franchises in the world in any sport. So these players fully know what they've accomplished and what they mean to the fans here in this city, and you're seeing that front and center.
And look at that. Look, Rick Brunson holding up
the Larry
O'Brien trophy. And in 1999, Rick Brunson was one who'd helped carry the Knicks to the finals. So in 2026, his son actually finished this story. We've got father and son, player and coach, sharing this wonderful trophy together, and this is certainly a New York sports story, sports history here in the making, and it's just so touching. There's so many storylines throughout this.
Well, it's incredible. I talked to Deuce McBride last night, and he is a father. In fact, his daughter turned 1 year old on June 14th, which was, I believe it was that Sunday, so the day after they won the finals, and he woke up and she's there and she's playing with her little basketball in the little Fisher-Price hoop. And so maybe begins a new Liberty player perhaps down the way. Let's go to Kimberly Richardson. She's along the route, the Canyon of Heroes, as this parade of champions continues. Kim.
Mike and Sade, you guys were talking about how important this is to not just the players but their families. We are seeing that as the double-decker buses pass by. You see little ones smiling. Look at all of us like, wow, this is a moment. All of the relatives. We are at Broadway in Fulton, and I'm telling you, when Bushwick's own Jose Alvarado went by, this crowd went wild. Mike Brown actually walking up Broadway, high-fiving the crowd. Mikey has been out here since what time?
5:30 in the morning. We've been in the trenches together, Ken.
We have. We've been in it. What do you think?
I mean, there's nothing else to say. There's only one team that can unite this city, and that's the New York Knicks. Knicks are this city. I mean, look at it. All different walks of life here celebrating this team in harmony. No fights, maybe a little bit of nonsense. It's still New York, but it's beautiful out here. You know, I just want to shout out the Corner Bar boys from Blue Haven South, myself, my boy Anthony Rea, Connor, Big Mike, Ford. I always had to sit to the left of Ford at every single game. And also Tommy. Our heart goes out to Tommy. He couldn't make this morning. We still got your bacon, egg, and cheese, Tommy.
Just to show you guys what it's like down here on the ground, look at this. This is going to be an iconic shot. Young man with the jersey on, hanging on to the Champions Way street sign here at Fulton and Broadway. It is incredible about here. Here's some members of the press going by on the flatbeds. I have to say one thing. Oh, Mike, show them. Look at the cameras up on the other side of Broadway. It is nothing but cell phones up, heads looking south on Broadway. One thing folks asked me out here, they said, how is this different from other parades you've covered? How about Times Square? One thing a young lady mentioned, my buddy here, she said Times Square, there are a lot of tourists, which we love. What's so special about this? This is New York City. We have all the boroughs, we have all ages, and as Mikey said, it's been a blast. Beach balls going back and forth, toilet paper rolls. We're having a good time. We're gonna be here catching all the fun. I hear something coming. I see a float, more double-decker buses. This is something we're all going to remember. Who is it? Who is it?
Landry Shamet.
I don't know who this is, but look, cell phones up. I can't see. I'm down on the ground.
Where's that, Josh?
But they're going nuts. They're going nuts. We're going to be right here, seeing what it is. Who is it?
Josh Hart.
Josh Hart. Josh Hart. Thank you, Mikey. I can't see, but see here, You have a float, and then you have the double-decker bus behind with friends and family. It's an incredible thing here at Broadway and Fulton. And these floats, they're not just floating, they're actually bouncing. They are bouncing and rolling up Broadway. You guys want to hold on this?
Yeah, look at that.
Oh, yeah, Josh Hart with the cigar.
Look at that. Woo!
Creating some content and some moments for the fans.
Yeah.
Love that along the way. You were talking about trying to get a shot. Kimberly Richardson, thank you to you and your crew. I'll tell you who has the best shot right now. Perhaps, at least from above. Newscopter 7 and John Del Giorno. John, what's going on?
Man, it's just so great to watch this from up here. We've been following Jalen Brunson up, and we've seen this happening now. We've seen the athletes, and we saw the coach get off the float, and Jalen Brunson now walking up Broadway. We're right next to Trinity Church, and we talked about this before. Kat did it after the game, and here's Jalen Brunson walking up Broadway, letting those fans that are up on the rail actually reach out and touch that championship trophy. It's such a great scene here. Again, we talked about the word was electricity. It's an electric feeling in the air. Everybody is happy about this, and the one thing about this team, I think more than any other team that I've seen here in my 30 years of doing this team kind of touches everybody. They are relatable. Everybody likes these guys. Everybody's a fan of these guys.
John, that's just so great. You know, we just spoke with Kimberly Richardson talking to people in the crowd, and someone said the Knicks are New York, and I think that they are. This team certainly reflected the city. They are tough, resilient, that blue-collar mentality. They don't care. It doesn't have to look pretty. It doesn't matter what it looks like. You just keep on going. You keep on fighting, and it's just that toughness that I think so many New Yorkers related to. And it was so wonderful to see Jalen get off that bus, get there in the crowd, holding that trophy, allowing people to touch it. And those people who touched it, they'll never forget that. Those kids will say, I was X years old, and I was able to touch that trophy that the team won.
Grown men will be saying that. They'll say, I was 46 or whatever, because I have never seen something like this. Just to kind of set the scene, as Jalen Brunson and Rick Brunson and his team kind of move their way up the Canyon of Heroes by foot now, we see the floats arriving here at City Hall, so we know we're sort of maybe meeting the middle of this parade. At some point today, they will end up at City Hall for a big presentation. You mentioned the Knicks are New York. They will receive keys to the city today, which is indicative of that. Nina Pineda along the route. Nina, what do you have?
Okay. Hi, guys. Oh, my gosh. It's crazy here because guess who just came running out with no shirt on? Tell me about that moment with Alvarado. We're on the news.
Yes. Oh, my God. He was so wonderful.
What did he do?
He shook our hands. Walked all around. High five. True New York.
It was amazing. It was amazing. We're talking about Jose Alvarado got off his boat and ran around here to shake all the fans' hands. He is from Queens. He is amazing. And who's going by now? There goes the Old Knicks. We're looking at the Old Knicks right now. You see Larry Johnson. They share this victory with their teammates. It's almost like their teammates wanted this so much for the Knicks in the past, who have been denied for over 50 years. Half a century they had to wait for that. Wonderful to see the Old Knicks. What was it like to see the old players go by them?
It's amazing. It's a feeling, isn't it? A feeling you can't explain.
You know, it's like they wanted this so bad for the city, for themselves. And what Jim Dolan said when he encouraged the team, he said, this is going to be about sacrifice. For 10 weeks, we need you to lock in and sacrifice. And for that, you will have the glory. And certainly, these are the Kings of New York. They're going to get to the keys of the city when they come to you in City Hall, Mike and Sade. But for now, as they parade up Champions Way, this will be a moment they never forget. And neither will all these fans. Who's coming? Clarkson's coming. Okay.
And Nina, we just saw
we have
Timothy
Jordan
Chalamet.
Clarkson coming now.
Yep,
All
Chalamet
these
just
Knicks
passed it
are
too.
pretty steamy. A lot of them aren't wearing shirts. But we're going to see if we can pass him our shirt and if he'll come and get it for us.
Oh.
Yeah. So here comes Jordan Clarkson. You can turn around. Matt's going to turn his shot around and see if we can see Jordan Clarkson, the NBA player, half Filipino, one of the first NBA players to win a championship of Filipino descent. And he is just so proud of his heritage. Jordan Clarkson! Clarkson!
Nina's getting in the middle of it.
Yeah, she is.
I love it. Chanting the names. Fantastic. I don't think they heard you, Nina. Oh, great moment. Well, listen, we are here. We are here at City Hall, and we were just told for people to take their seats. So this side is getting ready for the champions to make their way. There's still going to be a little bit of time. But as we saw from Nina's position, we saw Jose Alvarado from Williamsburg, Brooklyn. He's a hometown player, and his nickname is Grand Theft Alvarado.
And one of these grinders, and I mentioned the street ball sort of culture and identity of New York City, and he grew up, Anthony Carlo did a great preview piece on him and a profile piece talking about his time working out and playing on those courts in Williamsburg, and he was able to transition that in the pro level, and you saw that tenacity and that toughness really play a key role in the finals here, Ryan, as all these people now behind us are anticipating that they're about to see these players they've been waiting a long time to see.
And you know what? We've been waiting a long time, too, because we've been kind of out of the mix, and we're waiting for everybody to arrive here at City Hall, but you definitely see some movement behind us. They're getting ready for this presentation. But back to Jose Alvarado, he was kind of an under-the-radar pickup at the trade deadline by GM Leon Rose. Yeah, they got him at the trade deadline from New Orleans, and he proved to be a vital piece off the bench for the Knicks, especially when Jalen Brunson left injured in one of those finals games, and Alvarado came in and frankly helped steady the ship and deliver the Knicks to a win in that game. And he was a vital, vital piece to this team. You talk about the Grand Theft Alvarado and really just being a part of the fabric of New York basketball. They had asked him, if you guys win at Madison Square Garden, if you clinch the championship, will you be out in the streets with the fans celebrating? He said, absolutely. He's a New York guy. These are his people. So you know he is certainly relishing this as we speak. And someone else who's relishing the moment is Kimberly Richardson, who's along the parade route. Hey, Kim.
Here we go. Yes. Hey, guys, I am telling you, just now, one of the players, I couldn't see who it was, popping champagne and spraying it on the crowd. They are having a party out here. You've been out here with me, too. What do you think?
I mean, my first Knicks memory was Game 7 of the 1994 Finals. I've waited 32 years to see this. Best day of my life. Nothing will change it. Best city in the world. Best team in the fucking world.
Ooh.
Sorry.
Okay. Yes, it really is. I agree with him. Look at this. Just a party. Music, double-decker buses. We have the floats. As I mentioned, they're floating up Broadway, but they're also bouncing because people are partying. You know the one funny thing out here? I've covered other ticker tape parades here on Broadway, the Yankees, the Giants. There's not much ticker tape this time around. Not sure why. But again, mostly Knicks City dancers. Look at them. These ladies, they rock it each and every game. They're out there supporting the team. The fans love them. Here comes, confetti on a float. Confetti on the float. Mike, can you see over there? Let's see who it is. I can't see yet. Let's see, guys. Now here is some confetti. Finally, we have some orange and blue confetti coming from the float. There he is, the darling of New York City, Jalen. And his lovely wife is right there with him. Look at him take, this is incredible. This is amazing. Seeing this right here on Broadway, they are partying, they are celebrating. Spike Lee, right there with Spike Lee. That was a moment. That was a moment. The darling of New York City, Jalen Brunson, taking it all in with his family and others. We're having a good time out here. I don't know if you can tell, Mike and Sade.
You can really take that deep breath. You know, there's been so much excitement around this team. Today is simply pure joy. Don't you think, you guys?
I think we're all trying to catch our breath with everything going on. We can't blame Kim for that. And yeah, I mean, listen, we're seeing all this unfold firsthand. And she was talking about the ticker tape. I think Kim maybe threw too much out the window the other day.
The
she was doing the story. Yeah, there was none left for the rest of us to experience.
Well, you know, this is one party where you don't need that ticker tape.
No, you know what? Nobody's missing the ticker tape today.
I will say that some of the ticker tape or the confetti that was falling and Jalen Brunson looking up and that iconic moment of him, as Kim pointed out, sort of taking a pause and taking a moment. These players, you know, Ryan, you can attest to this. You're in practice with him and Sam Ryan too, and you're seeing the grind back in the early days of the season, in the fall and the winter, and to be to this moment sort of like soaking it all in, and that's what Jalen Brunson was doing certainly on that float just a moment ago.
And so was Landry Shamet, who was going by Nina Pineda, and Nina checks back in with us. Hi, Nina.
Hi, guys. Jalen Brunson, the captain's float is going by. You see his dad right there holding the trophy. The trophy's going by. The confetti is pouring. This is a guy who gave up millions in order to rebuild this team. And if you could go, Matt, go to the back of the float. The back of the float, you can see Spike Lee. Spike Lee on the back of the float. New York's #1 fan. He has been there all the way. He has been a champion for sports in New York, a champion for the Liberty, a champion for the Knicks. He's been a sideline fixture along with all these celebrities, really just bringing it all home. You know, he's every movie he's done has been like a love song in New York. But at the front there, you see the father and son making this crowd just electrified. They had that wonderful moment where they had a hug. They shared on Good Morning America. And we are just so excited to see them go by. You guys, what was it like to see Spike and the captain? Tell me what it was like to see the captain.
Yes. How did it hear you?
What was it like to see the captain and his dad go by?
I can't believe this is real, man. I'm so happy. I can't believe it.
You're like crying.
Oh, no, I'm not crying. I'm just happy, man.
What was it like to see Jalen actually and what the sacrifices he made for this team?
He's done everything for this city, not just for this team. He's awesome.
He's always the underdog, right? What was it like for you? Is this a moment you'll ever forget?
Yeah, this is a moment I'll never forget. I've been waiting forever for the Knicks to win, and now they won. It's such an amazing experience.
What a great moment for New York. I mean, the way this team has brought this city together and the sacrifices that they made to get this moment, they locked in, they swept, they only had that one loss, and they really brought a championship home. We waited half a century of a drought, and now we are thirsty and drinking for this cup of victory. I'll send it back to you guys.
Okay, Nina, thank you so much. Well, the party is just getting started again. We're here outside of City Hall where the team will be making their way behind us. There's a band playing right now. The team will be presented a key to the city.
Yeah, and we expect a performance from Alicia Keys, some other surprise guests as well. And you can see some of the dignitaries and some of the 600 people of the public able to witness history unfold here. And you're doing the same live right here on Channel 7. Our coverage continues of the Parade of Champions right after this.
And welcome back to our coverage of the Parade of Champions. And what a parade this has been. Full of excitement, full of energy. We are outside City Hall where some of the floats have already arrived. So if people are coming off of the floats, they're going to arrive here with all of the team behind us, and they will be presented with a key to the city.
Yeah, you can feel the energy building here. Some people taking their seats. There's a band right behind us. They were testing the piano where Alicia Keys will be doing the anthem, baby. Right? The anthem, the New York song that she's known so well, or known for so well. But, you know, Ryan, we're not alone out here because we've been waiting for some of these dignitaries to take their seats, and they're just moments away from doing that.
Yeah, Empire State of Mind. We can't wait to hear that. That's supposed to close out this ceremony, the official anthem of New York and the Knicks, if you will. And one person who's been waiting patiently for things to get started at the dais is Jaysha Patel. What's going on, Jaysha?
Hey, you guys, absolute pandemonium. I don't know how, but some of the confetti actually made it on one of the risers that we're on. And from where I'm standing, we could see people standing on top of roofs of buildings trying to get a look at the parade on Broadway. But things are just getting kicked off here at City Hall Plaza. You could probably hear the band right behind me. We've been here all morning since 3 a.m. Fans were lining up outside before the pens even opened up. I'm going to step out so you can take a look at how things look here. But you can see the band on the stage there. We also see a lot of people starting to take their seats because the program is just beginning here. Of course, the players are going to make their way here after the parade officially ends. And that's because there's going to be a special ceremony here where they'll be handed a key to the city. And what's special about this key this year is that it actually does not have the city seal on it. Instead, there's an apple on it. And it's just such a special moment here for the team. You can see City Hall Plaza decked out in orange and blue. We haven't ever seen this before, so this is 53 years in the making. You can see all of the players' names up there on the windows. It says, "Go New York, go New York, go." And so just a lot of excitement in the air. And like you guys mentioned, we are expecting Alicia Keys to perform Empire State of Mind. It doesn't get more New York than that. I'll send it back to you guys.
Okay, thank you so much. Now let's head back out to Nina Pineda. And Nina, I understand you have a very unique story to tell us?
I do. Sade, this young man came up to me, and I had the unique opportunity of interviewing him, win, and tell the story.
I was 10 years old at the 2009 parade. I got front row right on the barricades, and Nina interviewed me when I was just 10.
That was the Yankees World Series win.
Yes, ma'am.
And you've been waiting to come back for a parade ever since.
Oh, I'm still waiting. They gotta get off their stuff together too.
Well, the Yankees. But what was it like that moment? You said you came down here in anticipation of seeing some.
It was incredible. I didn't know what to expect with this Knicks parade because, you know, with the Yankee parade, it was crazy. I remember a lot of things. It was the atmosphere was electric, and this is blown it out of the water. It's incredible.
So I interviewed you when you were 10. Yep. And you said you were coming down here in the hopes of what?
In the hopes of meeting Nina Pineda. And I got to do it now twice in a row. 2 championship parades in a row, 2 Nina Pineda interviews in a row.
And what a thing to witness. You know, the coach went by, and there's such love for this humble coach. And the way this team came together, all or without ego. What were your thoughts when you saw him go by, Coach Brown?
It's amazing because I used to work at MSG, so therefore this is just amazing to see them come together as a team. It's awesome.
And they really endeared themselves. And then we had Jose Alvarado come around here with no shirt on.
Yeah, he's so awesome. And he was at the Puerto Rican Day Parade, and he was just so awesome.
And he's such a New Yorker. He's from Queens. He used to ride the train to the games.
Yeah.
Okay, so I've got.
Players are so nice.
Wonderful. So we're all going to wait and hopefully be able to hear the music coming from City Hall since it's just a block away. The end of the parade is coming by. It was so nice to see you again.
So nice to see you again.
How many years has it been?
Oh my God, too many, honestly. Way too many. Way too many.
A chance to witness parades. I covered the Giants parade, of course, the first responders, and now the Liberty, the women's soccer national team, and now the Knicks, the champions.
Oh, Nina, that's so great.
Send it back to you guys.
Nina, that's so great. Nina, can you hear me at all?
Much. That's so awesome. Oh,
yes, I can.
Oh, Nina, can you hear me? What is his name? What is his name?
I can hear you.
What's
your name again?
Frank.
And your last name?
Ervelino.
And where do you live?
Center Reach, Long Island.
Frank Erbolino, he's from Center Reach, Long Island. He was a little kid at the parade for the Yankees on the barricade. I interviewed him then. I interviewed him now in 2026 on Champions Way. We got to witness this together.
Yep, incredible. Another incredible run, another incredible interview with Nina Pineda.
You're like my personal PR agent.
Frank, what a moment.
Frank Erbolino, it is so great to see you again. We all keep it family here. And Frank, you look so good. He's grown up since 10 years old.
I love it. Let's hope it's not another, more than a decade before they're reuniting. But, I love Frank, though, because he's such a New York fan. He said, all right, so now we got the Knicks taken care of. What about the Yankees?
He's like, I'm still waiting on the Yankees.
Yeah.
Aaron Judge is watching at home going, wait a minute.
Wait a minute, yeah.
Dragging me into this.
Not even the All-Star break.
Today is about the Knicks, though.
Yeah.
It is about their incredible win. We're going to go to Anthony Carlo right now. Anthony, what float is passing by? Oh, wait, you've got two people here.
I do, Sade, yes. I've got two fans here who have waited practically their whole lives for a moment like this. This is the Andrews family. And tell us now that it's all kind of sunk in, what was the highlight of this parade for you?
I think just everybody coming down in the floats. Mitchell Robinson coming down in his big truck because he said he wanted to come down here with it. And just everybody out here, being together and the city coming together for a good moment and being happy.
Chris Rock.
I spotted him in the orange up
We
there.
definitely miss Spike Lee.
Yeah.
It's okay. Spike shows up at everything, so somebody will see him somewhere. You guys traveled a long way to be a part of this, right? You from Maryland. Yeah. You had a family member coming from Hawaii.
Yes.
I mean, what does it mean to your family to kind of witness this together?
To all come together. I mean, whoa, I might start choking up. This is the whole life waited to see the Knicks win. This is amazing, and to do it with our family. My son is serving in the Navy right now. His girlfriend saw it and ended up reaching out, seeing us. This is really like a once in a lifetime. New York, you know.
Feel your emotion.
Yes.
It's unifying for the city.
My sons are big fans of the Knicks. They wanted to be here. My son Jadel, my son Jalen, my daughter at home, Star. Everybody we all wanted to be here. Unfortunately, everybody couldn't make it, but we're all happy to be here.
27 years in the making. 27 years in the making. It felt like 1999, but this time we did it.
And it hurt back in 99, but today it felt so good.
It felt so good.
They couldn't stop us. Wemby who? Wemby what?
Wemby what?
You know what?
My brother over there.
I'm going to allow him to take that shot, okay, at Wemby because, hey, today is all about the New York Knicks.
He worked hard too. Unfortunately, they didn't make it. It's just the Knicks' time this year. That's
I can see how touched you are. I know what this feels like. All those times sitting in the living room, watching the game on TV together.
Disappointment.
Yelling at the screen.
I'm going to tell you
Yelling at the
fun
screen.
fact. Once they got on the street, I didn't watch the game. My husband watched every game. I couldn't even watch a game because I didn't want to mess up the street.
You took that seriously.
One for the team.
One time I didn't wear my jersey, we lost the game.
It's all about superstition, folks. You folks were great. Thank you so much. It was so nice meeting you. This is what it's all about. The New York Knicks, we've said it time and time again, they changed this city. These folks right here are a testament to that. There is love going around. There is joy. There is celebration. There is unity. Everybody is relishing in this moment. We're not going to go home.
I love you introducing us to this Andrews family from Maryland, some of the family from Hawaii coming in. But she really captured what today is all about. It is about family. And to be able to share this excitement and this exhilaration of family. Yes, she was disappointed. But fortunately, that disappointment is over. Look at this. Look at this joy now of them holding up.
McNutt. Yeah, it's incredible.
Holding up the trophy.
When you mentioned, Sade, just to see the families come together, and it is something, and Ryan, you see it firsthand because you're out there on the courts and the fields to see this sort of firsthand. Sports is so much more than the ball or the game or the court. It is emotion, it is feeling, and you see that pour out of some of these fans, like you mentioned, the woman there from Maryland. And when you think about, or lives in Maryland, when you think about all these moments that people are sharing together, Commissioner Tisch of the NYPD said, yes, it is a fact, crime went down during the NBA Finals. Unity is something being felt across the city.
And it's on full force and full display here today, guys, and it's frankly been beautiful to see. And I talked about it earlier, just how good of a mood it's been in the city the last couple of weeks and how a team can just uplift an entire city's spirits. And in fact, we saw Anthony Johnson get kissed on live TV on Saturday night. And Anthony Johnson is standing by live now. Juice, have you recovered from that peck on the cheek Saturday night?
You know what? The people are now coming up and taking pictures, so who knows what's going to happen next out here. This has been a great parade, a fantastic time. We had so much energy down here. You can barely hear me when I was talking a little bit earlier. But, you know, we're coming to the end of the parade. I've got here with Neville. He's been here. How early did you get out here?
About 5:30 this morning. Was it worth it? Absolutely. I'll do it all over again.
Fans, how about all the energy?
The Knicks fans are great. The energy has been out of this world.
And you came up from Orlando for this parade. Had you always been a Knicks fan?
All my life. Even when I moved to Florida, I was still a Knicks fan.
And that's what it's about. A lot of people came back. We got a gentleman over here. He was telling me the reason that the Knicks were late is because they always start out the first quarter pretty slowly. And then all of a sudden they pick it up. And you saw it was a tremendous party out here. Folks love it? Oh, yeah. The folks out here really enjoying it. What a parade. You know, Mike Brown, he walked right behind us. He was shaking hands. And then Jalen Brunson, he walked right behind us holding the Larry O'Brien trophy. So all of the excitement, the people really got a chance to see their heroes up close and personal. A couple of players actually, yeah, okay, here we go. Knicks in 5, that's right. Absolutely. Look at that.
He did that.
Amen to that. The fans are ecstatic. They had a great time out here. And, of course, the celebration continues up at City Hall. But these fans got exactly what they were waiting for, what they were hoping for. The New York Knicks are the 2026 World Champions NBA. Can we hear it? All right. Back to you guys.
Very nice, AJ. Love it, love it, love the love down there. And as you see, the Larry O'Brien trophy is on the move, back on the Brunson float as we make our way up the Canyon of Heroes. Danny Beckstrom and Shirley Alicott has been along with us this morning with amazing fans who really can't see much of the parade, is my understanding, but they're still hype and they're ready to celebrate. Shirley and Danny, take it away.
We are hyped. We are hyped. We are ready.
I know the party's over there, but clearly the vibes are here.
You can't tell us nothing. The party's here.
You can't. To me, this is the true spirit of New York. One door closes, we open another.
Yeah.
And I think it's all vibes. You're a diehard.
Diehard. I'm 45. The unthinkable happened. This team's amazing. We love you. New York Knicks. Forever.
This is a sanitation truck that is here to block traffic. I spoke to the sanitation driver, and he said, I'm involved. It is what it is at this point, and that's truly what it is.
It is. It's all about the spirit of this team. Listen, when we went into that game down 29 points, so many people counted us out. When we showed up at 4 this morning and we couldn't get past the barricade, so many people counted us out. And you guys stayed, you stuck around. Are you having fun? Yeah! You've got the ticker tape. How close did you get? Very. Lucky.
All right, New York.
Are you skipping school? Hell yeah! Oh, no!
This is very school skippable.
Let's go Knicks!
Let's go Knicks! Let's go Knicks!
It's like our own Jalen Brunson and OG Anunoby there, clutch.
You know, for that young man's sake, I hope he just didn't have his Ferris Bueller moment where they caught him on camera. Oh no, he cut school!
I just can't believe that they climbed that sanitation truck. And the guy is like, hey, it is what it is.
And you know what? The sanitation department will never be happier to pick up after a party than they will be today. Everybody's enjoying it, and rightfully so.
Yeah, 650 mechanical brooms ready at the go to pick up all this confetti as it is finished flying in just a few moments.
And soon all of those players are going to end up right behind us getting the key to the city. And as we heard, that key has actually been changed. Mayor Mamdani put an apple on it, and it no longer has that city seal. But I actually heard someone say they thought a Knicks player was behind us, and I look, and all I see is a sea of orange and blue and like, I don't know how many thousands of jerseys, and I'm like, well, I certainly can't stop him amidst all of this. But the excitement is just really building here for them to end up behind us.
You can totally feel it. Right over here, over Sade's left shoulder and Ryan's right shoulder, there's a DJ playing, getting the crowd hype. The piano is positioned for Ms. Alicia Keys in just a moment, as we're all in an Empire State of Mind today.
Wait, can we just pause there for a moment?
Absolutely.
What happens when Alicia Keys starts singing that song?
I mean, it is going to be epic.
It's going to be a perfect capper to this day. I can tell you that.
It's really going to be fire here.
It was the anthem that so many people had played. We mentioned that how many they were down, and you see the sanitation workers celebrating with some of the players. Truly a city moment. As all these people here, it was interesting. I believe it was a couple of days ago that Mayor Mamdani announced that 600 fans were going to be able to be in this intimate space, because to kind of set the scene, if you've never been down here for one of these celebrations, certainly we talked about the drought, but I was here for the Liberty Parade. I was here for the inauguration of Mayor Mamdani and a number of other events. It is a small, intimate space. Only a few thousand people are allowed in here. So when Mayor Mamdani announced that 600 people were going to be able to get tickets through a lottery, you should have seen the people that were seeing that play out real time this morning. I mean, not only are they seeing their team win, but they're also able to see them in person, get the keys to the city, and be honored here at City Hall.
But let's talk about that further, because I want to say how this Knicks team has just resonated with so many people. And I think it's also about how the players conducted themselves. You know, they were responsible. They were accountable. There was full display of teamwork. And I think it's just because this team represented the city so well that you were finding legions of people pouring into the city. We heard people coming from Florida. We heard people coming from Hawaii, not too far away from Maryland. I'm sure there's so many other states that people are coming in from just to see this moment and just to see a team that really conducted themselves so well and represented the city.
Yeah, they have a realness and relatability to them that just resonates with the fans, and that's a big reason why there's millions of people in the streets here tonight. And you know what, I just want to give one shout out to Mayor Mamdani, who's a native New Yorker, who we've seen at watch parties wearing a Knicks jersey under his suit. And what is this moment going to be like for him, his first parade as mayor of New York, and he gets to enjoy this not only as a fan, but also as the mayor of New York City.
And remember, he bought the ticket. I think it was like just under $1,000, standing room only.
Yes.
Yeah, it has been incredible to see it all play out. And then when you think about all the fans down there still getting glimpses of these players go by, Kimberly Richardson has been out there doing that. And we also have a band here. Kimberly, do we have Kimberly along the route that we can go and see what she is seeing?
Yes, yes. I am seeing a legend and an icon, Patrick Ewing, someone who was there, was part of the team that won and didn't get a ticker tape parade. So for him, we've talked about it the whole series. This must be incredible for him. Patrick! They love him. The crowd here loves him. Look at that smile. I'm sure it's emotional for him to be out here with the current players and former players like him. Everybody's getting a crack. Patrick Ewing's looking at this gentleman up on the light pole. I mean, everybody's getting a kick out of it. There were some people on top of Fulton Center. One thing also that is great out here, look what I get. I get swag. If you're on Broadway, you get swag. Mike and Sade, back to you guys.
I need some swag. Kimberly, can you pick me up a shirt while you're there? All right, thanks. Thanks, Kimberly. Well, we're going to go to Nina Pineda.
All right, here we go. Now we're doing it live.
We're going live.
Yeah. Oh, we have someone jumped off the float to join us. Award-winning actor and New Yorker Matthew Modine.
Yeah, baby. Here we go.
Matthew, you've been a long-suffering Knicks fan. What is this like to ride on a float down Champions Way with your team?
All the losses that we had make this all the more sweet. This is so good. This is a celebration for everybody from New York to Los Angeles, that everybody that loves the Knicks, we're all out here celebrating.
There's a lot of fans the celebrity fans got on the bandwagon, but you have been on the sidelines for more than 40 years.
Yeah.
Do you have any enmity for them and saying, where have you been, or do you say, come join the party?
No, come join the party, man. It's all good. It's all good. It's all love, yeah.
When you see such diversity, I'm wearing this Filipino shirt for Clarkson, but when you see in this melting pot the city coming together like this, where you do your craft and you work as an artist. What does it do to your soul?
You know, I go to the games early and I watch the guys practice. These are the best athletes in the world. And you see them come out and they do their work, do the work, because that's how you become a champion. So the same thing for any of us in all kinds of different jobs. You have to do the work. You put in the work. You look for opportunity, and that's when luck meets opportunity, and that spells success.
Luck meets opportunity and spells success. That was so well put. Thank you for jumping off the float, Matthew Modine. I hope that you get a chance to get into your spot in City Hall and didn't miss it. Matthew Modine, everybody. Huge
Filipino love.
Filipino love. Thank you. Thank you.
Nice moment there with Matthew Modine.
Nina always brings and finds the party, and she's
does.
a magnet for that. So great. We mentioned the keys to the city that the team will be receiving, and Mayor Mamdani described exactly what's going to unfold behind us in just a few moments.
This is the key to the city that we will be presenting to each of the players, and it is the first key that our administration is giving out since it's been only 6 months, and it is designed by Azra Khalfan. It is manufactured by him, designed by Anish Bhupati, and the typography of the key is actually designed by Tobias Freer-Jones, who designed the typography of the 9/11 Museum, NYU, a lot of the kind of iconic typefaces in our city. It's
really elegant.
And we're so honored that he did this.
And you put in the order months ago? That was very brave of you.
You gotta plan. You gotta be ready. As a fan, you never want to talk about it, but as the mayor, you gotta be ready.
Well, you were prepared. Thank you.
That was a mayor who believed. That's right. He put in that order months ago. And here we are. Again, all of the teams is going to come behind us. They're going to be presented that key to the city, and it's going to be quite a moment, when Alicia Keys starts singing her iconic song.
Yeah, and Ryan, when you think about just how this ranks in the city's history of sports moments, you covered a lot of them and see them play out in real time and in person. How do you think this will fall on the hierarchy of sports moments in New York?
I mean, listen, we talked about the Rangers ending the 54-year drought in 1994, which was such a massive moment for this city, and John Del Giorno talked about how he attended that parade as a kid and how big of a moment it felt. With all due respect to the Rangers and their fans, the Knicks are just a bigger beast, and the fact that it just unites the city and they have just so many more fans. And Mike, you talked about too what basketball means to the city of New York and how it's kind of embedded in the culture and such a fabric of this city that I think this is going to go down as the greatest sports story in the history of New York City. I feel comfortable saying that, especially given the crowds that we've seen here today in a team that we just frankly can't celebrate enough for what they accomplished on the court.
I think that we're actually going to see even more of an explosion of basketball, youth getting into basketball after this game. Well, we are going to take a break coming up, and we're going to have a lot more of this parade of champions when we come back. We're going to see all of the athletes here behind us. So keep it parked here on Channel 7. We'll be right back.
All right, so does it go back to us or it goes to back?
Conversation calls for it.
So
I mean, whatever.
we'll all just sort of leave a short piece. And welcome back. It has been a riveting morning here. Millions of people have turned out for this parade of champions. It has been quite something to see.
Joe Torres, we're waiting for you because I know you're going to cover the news of the day, but I do have to point out, because we're all waiting for the players as they're being loaded into City Hall now. They're going to have a little reception before the real party starts at City Hall. But Joe Torres, we'll send it back to you, my friend. I mean, what's going through your mind, by the way, before we get to today's headlines, see all this unfold today?
Mike, this is absolutely magical what's been happening here in the city, and you guys have done such a comprehensive job of capturing all the excitement there. We will get back to you in just a bit, but yes, this here, a live look at City Hall right now. We are waiting for the start of that special ceremony honoring the NBA champion New York Knicks. The team will receive keys to the city from Mayor Zoran Mamdani, and we want to catch you up certainly on all of the fun so far today. Let's begin with Eyewitness News reporter Jaysha Patel. She is outside of City Hall. Jaysha.
Joe, a lot of excitement here. You could probably hear the music bumping. Just a short while ago, the players, their families, their wives, they started to arrive here at City Hall Plaza. And, you know, I got to say, I had a fangirl moment because I saw Kat's fiance, Jordan Woods, show up with her lucky bag, that iconic orange bag. You guys, I've been talking about it for literally a month now. The one time she didn't bring that bag, the Knicks lost a game. So she arrived here shortly with that bag, and I'll step out the way so you can take a look at what we're seeing here. But you can see the crowd is starting to file in, people taking pictures, starting to take their seats, because at any moment they're going to start the program here. Of course, once the parade has officially all wrapped up, the players have gotten off the buses and the floats. They're going to come here to City Plaza, where there's going to be a really special ceremony. They're going to receive a key to the city, and that key is very special this year because it was actually designed differently. For the first time, there's no city seal on it, but actually an apple. And so a lot of excitement here. We're also seeing this year a lot of New Yorkers here. You know, earlier this week on Tuesday, the mayor made a special announcement that they were going to give away 600 tickets in a lottery system. People could join, they could apply, and 600 lucky people would be able to come here to this ceremony. So how special is it that all of these families and the players get to share this moment with New Yorkers, some who've been waiting for this moment for more than 50 years. I'll send it back to you.
Hey, Jaysha, give me a personal perspective, Jaysha. You've been with us for, I don't know how long. What memories will you take from this when you talk about this celebration 10, 15, 20 years from now?
You know, I think the most special part of all of this for me, Joe, is I moved to New York a year ago. And what a year it has been here in New York. And I can't believe, as I hit my year mark, the Knicks literally won. And it's just been so special. This is literally my first parade that I've covered here. And so what a way to kick off, I guess, the parades here. And my first time covering a parade here. It's just absolutely so special. And talking to the fans, being outside of MSG, literally every single day for a month. It's been so great getting to connect with the New Yorkers and just feeling their emotion, how special this is for them, how they've been waiting for this since they were little or since they were in their early 20s. And so just to connect with the New Yorkers and understand how special this moment it is just makes this really a full circle moment. And to see everyone here, the players, and just to see people literally crying tears of joy, it's just something I really can't put into words, Joe.
It's very special. You're a good luck charm, and obviously we're never going to let you go now, so enjoy it while you can. You got it. Some of the crowd people in the crowd, they're just starting to disperse, maybe the party's just getting underway for them after the parade made its way up the Canyon of Heroes. There are millions of fans who came out for what really is an epic celebration. Lots of them, however, did not even get to see the parade after the viewing areas reached capacity early this morning. Shantae Lance spoke to some of those fans who couldn't get to the front lines but still joined in on the celebration. Let's begin, however, with Phil Tate, who was there for the parade, has more on the sights and sounds. Phil.
Oh yeah, confetti and shredded paper. It had rained down onto streets here in Lower Manhattan. These fans actually got a front row seat. That's what I'm talking about. This was a historic championship. These fans, they are riled up. The parade might be over, but as you can see, these folks are having a whole lot of fun. The New York Knicks, they made their way down the streets. They were welcomed by these fans right behind me, and I want you all to take a look as the NYPD made sure that this went off without a hitch.
Let's go, 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 Let's go,
This celebration did not fall short of amazing. So much excitement as the stage was set as our champions arrived one by one. From Jalen Brunson to Josh Hart, they then loaded their blue and orange personalized champion buses. Talk about riding in style. Die-hard Knicks fans and New Yorkers showed up bright and early for the Parade of Champions to have the best view along the route. A celebration 53 years in the making as the Knickerbockers brought the NBA championship home. A number of stars showed up, from Chris Rock to Spike Lee and Martha Stewart. Meantime, NYPD aiming to keep home base safe. Lower Manhattan essentially shut down. Newscopter 7 captured spectators clearing a security checkpoint to access the Canyon of Heroes to see all the stars that shine bright. The NYPD not stopping there, deploying 10,000 officers, the largest for a planned event in city history. And this is why. Thousands among thousands of fans were not missing out on this historic moment. A historic moment indeed. I mean, can we get 3 Let's Go Knicks, y'all?
Let's go Knicks! Let's go Knicks! Let's go Knicks!
Oh, man. This is what I'm talking about. This is simply New York energy. The New York Knicks did it. The parade might be over here, but guess what? The Knicks, they're making their way up to City Hall for this celebration where they will get the keys to the city. So much energy here, and we are so excited. But let's get over to Shantae Lance. Shantae, talk about a great day, and what exactly are you seeing where you are?
Let me tell you something. Phil, this is all you've been hearing all day. Cheers. Knicks in 5 over here. This is what they've been saying. Listen, they've been a block off, but you can still see the parade from Trinity Place and Thames Street. We're not too far from City Hall, but these people have been having a ball. I spoke with people all morning, 1 block over from this parade, and they were so excited just to be here, to feel the energy from all walks of life and travel.
I never thought at this age I'd be hopping over gates, being on top of garbage trucks. But I got a good video though. I seen it. Like, this is crazy. This is crazy. New York is crazy right now.
I said the entire time that we weren't here for the parade. We're here to just celebrate with the people. So I understood that I was going to be here to just be with the people. It's like I would like to see the route, but this is great. You're here to celebrate, and we're celebrating.
The energy, you feel the energy? The energy is everywhere. You know what I'm saying? It's Knicks Nation, baby.
I ain't gonna lie, I think we got a better view over here. What y'all think? Yeah! I think we got a better view over here than they got. You know what I mean? Like, it's good. We with the people. Everybody showing love. They're trying to paint New York as this kind of city, but it's all love over here.
And here we are back out live at the crowds that have been here chanting Knicks in 5 all day. They have not lost any energy. Some of them have been out here since 5 in the morning. They got turned away, but they didn't care. They made their way right here to witness history. Back to you.
A whole lot of Knicks love out there, even though they didn't make it to the front lines. I can see they're still excited. Yeah, just being part of it is what makes it so special. The crowds eventually will start to disperse, and when they do, there are still lots of road closures in effect, and you can expect mass transit to be very crowded as people start to head home. Let's get a check on traffic with Lindsay Tuckman. Hi, Lindsay.
Very crowded, you can bet, Joe. And at this point, I'm sure most drivers know to avoid Lower Manhattan. But just a reminder that all roads south of Canal Street are still closed, and they likely will remain closed throughout the afternoon. Even once the ceremony ends, all of those people are going to have to get out of Lower Manhattan, and that will take a while. The FDR Drive, though, and the West Side Highway do remain open. They may be heavily trafficked, though, at this point. The subways, though, are what's really going to be causing people some problems when they start to leave Lower Manhattan, and probably are starting to leave already if they're not going to the City Hall ceremony. Right now, there are many trains bypassing stations. A&C trains are bypassing Chambers Street altogether. You can't stop there. City Hall is closed for R&W trains as well. So what are your alternates if those are your train lines today, whether you're leaving the parade or going somewhere else? Canal Street, Park Place, and Cortlandt Street. Those stations are still open. I do want to point out that we've heard reports that trains are very crowded. Some are choosing to bypass stations. Some may be delayed. So this is really one of those days you want to give yourself extra time. You know, enjoy the energy. You'll see all the Knicks fans underground. It could be a fun way to celebrate the day as well. Meantime, bus service is suspended basically altogether in much of Lower Manhattan. So if you need to take the bus somewhere, you may have to stop before Canal Street and then walk. But again, you'll be amongst all of the Knicks fans. It could be a fun afternoon. afternoon, but really give yourself extra time. If you are leaving the parade today, maybe you're watching us on a stream or something, service will be increased starting at 1 p.m., which is around the time that things will start wrapping up. And until 4 p.m., every 15 minutes, the Staten Island Ferry will be running. So that's one way to end the day if you don't want to be on with the crowds underground. But again, do not try to drive to Lower Manhattan at this point. Your bridges and tunnels will likely be very heavy traffic as well. But again, it's a fun day. Enjoy it. Take your time and be safe. Joe?
All right, Lindsay. It'll be worthy of a celebration when you make it home, safe and sound. You wouldn't know it based on the celebrations, but actually it was pretty gloomy to start the day out there. There were some showers throughout the morning. So how are the conditions looking for the City Hall ceremony and the rest of the day? Let's get a first check of the forecast from meteorologist Brittany Bell. Brittany.
And Joe, thankfully the weather will actually improve heading throughout the rest of the afternoon. We'll see more sun coming out, but we also keep a gusty breeze, winds gusting up to 35 to 40 miles per hour. And I've been watching showers all morning, and most of this activity falling apart by the time it makes it to the city. There are a few sprinkles in the city for now, but most of that is very light and struggling to make it to the ground. Temperatures are mainly in the 70s and the 80s. Even just north of the tri-state, there's a tornado watch, so a line of severe storms north of us. For us, though, across Ulster and Sullivan County, light to moderate showers. Moving off to the south, a few sprinkles near Bridgeport, also a couple of sprinkles in Lower Manhattan, now pushing across Queens and Brooklyn, now approaching western Nassau County. When it comes to the timing, over the next hour or so, we'll keep a chance for isolated to scattered showers, but it's not widespread. And check out radar around 5 to 6 p.m. More sun coming out and temperatures warming up into the mid to upper 80s. Today is also the warmest day of the week. Some areas like Toms River are getting closer to 90 degrees. Now, even though our futurecast isn't too optimistic about that chance for an isolated storm, there's still a chance for an isolated gusty thunderstorm to fire up throughout the afternoon and evening hours. Late tonight through tomorrow morning, clouds increase due to an area of low pressure passing offshore, maybe even bringing a few sprinkles south and east of the city. But for the rest of Friday, improving, more sun and temperatures in the lower 80s. Also feeling much better tomorrow with lower humidity and a gusty breeze. If we do manage to get an isolated storm, that could be severe. We do have a level 2 out of 5 risk for severe weather, so make sure to stay weather aware. The main threat is damaging winds, also some flooding downpours. And as expected, our main weather issue for now, winds are getting stronger out of the southwest, gusting up to 25 to 40 miles per hour. We'll keep this gusty breeze throughout this evening, and it stays breezy late tonight through tomorrow. Temperatures tonight dropping down in the 50s and the 60s, and tomorrow some clouds early, but more sun the second half of Friday with highs in the lower 80s. Fantastic weather coming this weekend. I'll be your full 7-day coming up. Joe?
For the most part, cooperation from Mother Nature. All right, Brittany, thank you. She's obviously a Knicks fan. Here's another live look as the parade starts to wrap up. We will then await the start of the championship ceremony where the Knicks will receive the keys to the city. We will certainly bring that to you live as it happens. We'll head back to Charlene and Danny along the parade route. Stay with us. Our coverage continues when we come right back. And a live look at the Parade of Champions underway right now for your New York Knicks. We're just minutes away from the championship ceremony. That'll happen at City Hall once the Parade of Champions wraps up. We'll bring that to you as it begins, but for now, let's get back out to Shirlene and Danny along the parade route. Hello, ladies.
Hey, Joe! Hey, guys, it's so good to be here right now, Joe. Let me just tell you, from the words of our field producer, Andy Savis, the Knicks didn't sweep, but sanitation certainly is. They are getting some work. We are here with the people, and this was so for the people, Danny.
Yeah, it was. And the people are still out. The parade is past us now. We're on Trinity Place, and you wouldn't know it. We still got the crowd. We're still having a good time. I think one of the coolest things today is to see the different generations of Knicks fans.
Yes.
It's so fun to see all ages, all generations. And I've got a future baller here. He says he's a future Brunson because he's a point guard, but who's your favorite player?
Jose Alvarado.
Why?
Because we're both Puerto Rican and I like the way he plays.
Yeah, New Yorkers, baby!
Shout out to Christ the King High School.
Yes.
Shout out to Queens. And I'm here with Kai. He's in the 4th grade, and he has some words as to why he skipped school and why he's glad he did.
So I came all the way from the Inwood 215 Amber Charter School, and this is just a great moment for me because this is my first time being on any news network. Like,
Here we go! Here we go!
And, this is my first ticker tape parade. Like,
all right.
Winning out of the gate.
Do you want some of that ticker tape? There we go, a souvenir. Found out of my pocket. It's been such a fun morning so far. We can still feel the energy. The party's still going, I think, right?
Because Knicks in 5! Knicks in 5! Knicks in 5! Knicks in 5! Knicks in 5!
All right, Shirlene and Danny. I don't see much work getting done today, and if the party continues, there won't be much work getting done tomorrow either. Let's check in with Kimberly Richardson, who knows a little bit or two about Jose Alvarado. Kimberly.
Oh, yes, he is a bandit with the basketball, hence the nickname Grand Theft Alvarado. Bushwick's own 6 feet tall Jose Alvarado is a definition of really good things come in small packages.
Who would you say is the most New York?
Oh, my fault.
It was a fun little video produced by the NBA during the finals.
Jose. Honestly, I think I may go with Jose.
Jose Alvarado, I gotta say.
The answer was, of course, Jose Alvarado, the only native New Yorker on the Knicks roster. Raised in Brooklyn, Alvarado attended Christ the King High School in Queens.
Alvarado tees up a 3, book it.
Even after his rise to the NBA, Alvarado has remained a dedicated and loyal alum.
He's fabulous. He's such a great presence. He comes back all the time to visit, and all the kids here look up to him. He's a great role model.
Christ the King held a watch party for Game 3 of the NBA Finals, and Jose's dad was right there.
He's explosive. He likes, I saw his take control of the team. He doesn't collapse. He doesn't get nervous. So it's a great thing that he's like a glue. He bonds the team together and lights them up at the same time.
Alvarado played a key role in the Knicks' Game 4 come-from-behind victory and earned some high praise from his coach.
Jose was unbelievable tonight. He changed the game. His speed, his ability to touch the paint.
Just to be part of the journey is amazing. You know, I appreciate, Coach and everybody, giving me my flowers. But this is what I worked hard for, to be in moments like this and shine with it.
A proud Puerto Rican New Yorker, the day after winning the championship, Alvarado was at a Puerto Rican Day parade in Brooklyn. And right around this time last year, I actually interviewed him as he was honored in the National Parade along Fifth Avenue.
New York, baby, stand up. Puerto Rico, stand up. That I'm with y'all.
Thank you, Jose. It was a pleasure meeting. And look at this. This is the mascot from Christ the King High School. A lovely picture of a young lady, but check this out. I randomly posted up here at Broadway in Fulton hours ago, and guess who I ended up standing next to? The mascot. Here she is. Brittany, you are an alumni of Christ the King High School.
Yes, I graduated in 2008, and I was the mascot in 2007.
When you saw Jose come down the Canyon of Heroes, what did you think?
Probably one of the most exhilarating feelings that you can have to see somebody that came from your school be able to make it this far and become a champion. I'm super proud of him. I know all of Christ the King is super proud of him, so I'm really excited.
And you live in Florida now, but you're here for the parade.
I came up just for the parade, flew in just in time to see Game 5 for them to win it. Now we're here at the Knicks parade celebrating our champions.
I got to stand next to the mascot. Thank you, Brittany. Also, you were saying that people are slowly filing out. We were probably 15 deep here on Broadway at one point, at the high point. Look now, we maybe have 1 or 2 rows. I think people are trying to get out, though, and stagger it because there's going to be a lot of bottlenecks getting off the side streets. So a slow, steady process here. The parade may be over at this point, but City Hall is going to be hopping shortly. Sade and Mike, I'm going to say, oh, I'm sorry, Joe, back to you.
All right, Kimberly, don't sweat it. You've had a long morning. You look fabulous. Jose Alvarado, 3 million people on the island of Puerto Rico. They're also cheering right now. Yes, go ahead.
Yes. And Joe, one correction. I was getting ahead of myself. Patrick Ewing, I know he wasn't part of a championship team, but he is still an icon and a champion. Just wanted to get that in before my social media blows up.
Absolute legend in New York basketball history. #1 pick, turned around the franchise in 1985, I believe it was. Kimberly, thank you. Still ahead, how about another live look at Lower Manhattan as we wait for the Knicks championship ceremony to get underway at City Hall. But you saw Kimberly mention that things are starting to thin out a little bit as most of the players have made their way to City Hall. You can watch the ceremony that's going to get underway there soon, right here on Channel 7. We'll be back with a check of the forecast when we return. Stay tuned. And it's certainly a good day to have a dance, especially at City Hall in a Knicks outfit as we await the ceremony where the Mayor Mamdani will present the keys of the city to your 2026 NBA champions. As soon as that gets underway, we will bring it to you live. But yeah, the excitement building there for sure. How about a check of the forecast? We said it earlier, Mother Nature, obviously a Knicks fan. There was talk earlier this week about possible rain. Didn't see too much of that.
And I've been watching radar all morning, nervously looking at the rain getting closer to the city. But once it gets close to the city, it basically falls apart.
That's
so I think you're onto something,
That's
Joe.
great.
Right now, skies are mostly cloudy, but seeing some breaks in the cloud cover off in the distance. It's 78 in Central Park. Winds are near 4 miles per hour, but winds are also getting stronger. That's one of the main weather concerns heading throughout this afternoon. Temperatures warming up into the 70s and the 80s at 75 in White Plains, 81 in Sussex, and 80 degrees in Poughkeepsie. Watching severe storms just north of the tri-state. There's actually a tornado watch for portions of upstate and western New York and severe thunderstorms. But for us, just light to moderate showers stretching from Thompson, Denning, approaching Poughkeepsie. And in the city, we had a few sprinkles about an hour ago, and most of that is moving offshore, still dissipating and falling apart as it gets closer to Oyster Bay and western Suffolk County. So skies are mostly cloudy, and we have a warm front lifting off to the north. We're in between these two fronts with a cold front west and an area of low pressure. As that warm front continues to move away from us, temperatures will surge into the mid to upper 80s. And this just in, we have an update to that severe threat. It's now just a slight risk level 2 out of 5. That's been trimmed down to spots north of the city. We've been talking about that all morning, that level will likely shrink because a lot of these storms have been slow to fire up. For the rest of this afternoon, we'll have more sun coming out. That sun could charge up the atmosphere, and that's why there's a chance for an isolated gusty storm. But our in-house model is not too optimistic about that chance for storms. Just bottom line, make sure to stay weather aware. Temperatures reaching the mid to upper 80s, maybe even the 90s farther away from the coast. Tonight, we'll have an area of low pressure moving offshore. It could be close enough for more clouds and maybe a sprinkle south and east of the city. But for the second half of Friday, turning fantastic, more sun, lower humidity, still breezy, but it's going to feel great by tomorrow. Friday into Saturday, more sun, and this weekend it will be really nice with sunshine and temperatures in the 80s. Winds are getting stronger as expected, now gusting up to 25 to near 40 miles per hour, 18 in White Plains and 29 miles per hour in Islip. Winds will stay gusty, lasting throughout the rest of this afternoon, maybe even getting stronger close to 4 to 6 p.m., and we stay gusty overnight. But conditions do improve this weekend. High pressure will bring more sunshine Saturday into Sunday, and nice for Father's Day, also the summer solstice on Sunday. But changes on Monday. A heads up, a round of showers and storms. Some of this could impact the World Cup match on Monday. But for the rest of this afternoon, more sun coming out, 86. We're not completely out of the clear. There's still a chance for an isolated, strong, gusty thunderstorm. Winds gusting out of the southwest up to 30 to 40 miles per hour. Tonight, the upper 60s, maybe a shower early. Skies are clearing. And then tomorrow, fantastic for Friday and Juneteenth, the high of 82, mostly sunny, a nice breeze, lower humidity. And thankfully, this nice weather sticks around for the weekend. Great for Father's Day on Sunday. We were kicking off summer, too, the summer solstice Sunday morning. Wet on Monday, once again, could impact the World Cup match. And then Tuesday and Wednesday, back to sunny. Temperatures near 82 to 81 degrees.
A lot of golfers on the east end of Long Island also keeping an eye on the weather as the U.S. Open kicks off at Shinnecock Golf Club.
So much sports going on.
A lot going on in this world. Brittany, thank you. Still to come here on Eyewitness News, another look at City Hall. Mayor Zoran Mamdani is set to present the Knicks with the keys to the city. That ceremony is set to begin in just minutes. We will bring it to you live right here on Channel 7.
And welcome back. We are outside City Hall where their ceremony has begun. Mayor Mamdani is there, and the athletes are about to come out, and the crowd is going to go crazy. We know that Alicia Keys will be singing Empire State of Mind, and I'm calling it right now. I think the surprise guest is Jay-Z.
Looking forward to it. Let's listen to Knicks broadcaster Mike Green as he introduces the players about to take the stage.
Your passion and your loyalty through everything inspired this team to help them bring the first title in 53 years. So congratulations to you, the great Knick fan base. And if you could take a look now at the screens on the side to watch this special video.
It's the NBA playoffs. The goal, the Larry O'Brien Trophy.
And when you got the best fans, I know all the fans at MSG at the watch party outside.
The Knicks will advance to the Eastern Conference Finals. They've won 7 consecutive playoff games. A sweep. Hooks it up, puts it in.
The Knicks fans, they travel, man. They're going to get hurt in whatever building they're in.
The dream season continues. The New York Knicks are going to the NBA Finals.
Shorty, what you want? I got what you need. Shorty, what you want? I got what you need.
Tied again with 7.5 to play. Jalen Brunson does it again. It's now 12 consecutive wins for the Knicks as they take game 1 of the NBA Finals. We are seeing finals tenacity here in game 2. This has become an extremely physical game. Allen drives in and slams it home.
Yeah, I keep a few chains. Choppy on the sound. Yeah, I got a few rings and mother.
Stolen by Brunson.
And if you ask anybody where I live,
it's over. This magic cover ride continues. 13 straight victories, and they lead 2-0 here in these NBA Finals.
Win or lose as a team, our mindset's always getting better the next day. We got to get back to work, get back to the drawing board, and get ready for game 4.
Here on the grandest stage in basketball, and now it's time for the next battle. Full pass inside, Bridges banks it home. And it's a 7-point game. Shot clock is 5. Brunson fires up a 3. Puts it in! 1-point game! This building is shaking right now. Let's try to pull off the greatest comeback in NBA Finals history. Shot won't go, rebound deflected. In the back court, has a chance to get it. Fox has it inside, blocked by Anunoby. Brunson gets it, fires up a 3. Shot no good, the tip is gone! It's gone! It's gone! With 1.2 remaining. That's it! It's over! The greatest comeback in NBA playoff history. The Knicks pull off the miracle comeback and lead it 3 games to 1. Inside, leans in, right-handed. Sensational move from Brunson. It's over. It's over. Knicks fans, this is not a dream. Your long, long wait has ended. Go ahead and cry. After 53 years, the Knicks are finally NBA champions once again.
Knicks fans all over the country are celebrating their team.
The dream season is complete. Any longer. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2026 NBA champion New York Knicks. At this time, we ask if you're able, please rise and remove your caps for the singing of the national anthem. Here to perform the Star-Spangled Banner, please welcome Grammy-nominated singer-songwriter and actor known for his work on Broadway as the Scarecrow in The Wiz, Avery Wilson.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fights o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that a flag was still there. Say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Avery Wilson, everyone. And right now, we can once again give a warm welcome to our Mayor of New York City, Mayor Mamdani.
My fellow New Yorkers, for 53 long years, we have watched and we have waited. We have watched from nosebleeds and through gritted teeth, on televisions in the windows of electronic stores, and from projectors balanced on fire escapes. We have watched alone in our apartments with our heads in our hands, shoulder to shoulder at bars where the signal flickers, alongside friends and family who we wish more than anything could be here today, sharing this moment. For 53 long years, we have watched the Knicks and we have waited. We waited as the memory of Willis Reed winning the championship on one leg grew fainter and fainter. We waited as Clyde came up clutch again and again. As John Starks dunked on Jordan and Patrick Ewing dunked on the Pacers. As Bernard King scored 60. As Charles Oakley pulled every rebound within reach. As Spike got in Reggie Miller's face. As Allen Houston put up a shot against Miami that hung in the air for an eternity. As Larry Johnson gave us the four-point play heard around New York. As Starbury traded threes with Kobe and then sold sneakers every kid could afford. As Nate Robinson stuffed Yao Ming. As the city came alive watching Linsanity. And as Melo lived every Brooklyn dreams when he came home and made MSG feel like the center of the universe once again. We waited without ever knowing if this day would come, and we waited because we knew deep down in our sick, suffering hearts that it would. New York City, this team has done it. The New York Knicks are NBA champions. We are here not just because of this team that will go down in New York City legend. I'm talking about guys like Ronaldo Balkman, Marty Collins, Raymond Felton, Marcus Camby, Kristaps Porzingis, J.R. Smith, Iman Shumpert, and the whole Knicks tape era. I'm talking about guys like Tony Douglas, who I watched tie the single-game franchise record for threes from the stands in 2011. I'm talking about Amari, who got this whole city fired up when he joined. And I'm talking about Jared Jeffries and Lance Thomas and Langston Galloway. Players who gave everything every game, even when a 20-win season was all that was in sight. This championship belongs to them too, because championships aren't just built in one season. It belongs to Emmanuel Quickley, R.J. Barrett, Dante DiVincenzo, Julius Randle, and also to a coach who helped lay the groundwork, Tom Thibodeau. Thanks to each of these New Yorkers and too many others to name, New York City has just had two of the most magical months in as long as any of us can remember. Over these past weeks, as the Knicks kept winning, our city has come together as one. Neighbors invited neighbors over. Strangers high-fived one another in the street. Subway conductors sang their announcements and bus drivers danced behind the wheel. So often when this city comes together, it is because we are forced to, by a moment of tragedy or adversity. What a gift it is to be brought together by pure, unfiltered joy. For as long as we live, we will remember this feeling of a city together, a city alive, a city overcome by happiness. But let's not pretend that this was inevitable. If you will allow me, I want to travel back in time 8 days. Game 4. 9 minutes and 33 seconds left in the fourth quarter. The Knicks are down 20. The analytics guys, the sports betting companies, the pundits who watch from far away, they do what they do. They run the numbers. They calculate the odds. They write the Knicks off. They give the Spurs a 99.6% chance of winning the game. A 99.6% chance of tying up the series 2-2, of reclaiming the momentum with the next game in San Antonio. A 99.6% chance of silencing the Garden, of another year of watching and waiting. But there is one thing that the pundits just don't get about this team, that they just don't get about this city. It is in that 0.4% that we go to work. It is in that 0.4% that Jalen Brunson, the same guy that so many said was too small, proves that not only is he good enough, he is the new standard for greatness. It is in that 0.4% that OG Anunoby watches the ball float from the top of the arc and start running toward the basket, fingers reaching towards the heavens. It is in that 0.4% that Karl Anthony Towns finds the strength to mourn his mother and still pull in rebound after rebound, make block after block. It is in that 0.4% that Jose Alvarado shows every kid growing up in public housing that a son of Brooklyn and Queens can win for every one of the 5 boroughs. It is in that 0.4% that Mitch breaks his finger before game 1 and says, go get the tape. It's in that 0.4% that Josh Hart gets rebounds that break teams, that McCall Bridges proves he was worth every single draft pick, that Landry Shamet pulls up from downtown, that every one of these 18 players transforms the franchise, that Mike Brown keeps this team believing. Most of all, it's in that 0.4% that the Knicks do what New Yorkers have always done when we are told something is impossible. We find a way. We win. Standing here before what feels like the entire city, there is a Jalen Brunson quote I can't stop thinking about. I'm gonna tell you. You are allowed to think about the worst possible scenario, but you gotta go out there and do something about it. When Jalen Brunson took that pay cut, my friends, that was doing something about it. Time after time, we thought about the worst possible scenario. And time after time, the Knicks went out there and did something about it. The Knicks did not just win for New York City. They won like New York City. What is New York if not your back up against the wall? A dream that feels just out of reach. A rent payment you don't know how you'll ever make. What is New York if not 99.6% of the world stacked against you? And who are New Yorkers if not people who hear those odds and smile? Who look at a 0.4% chance of success and ask, why are you giving me a head start? This is our city. This is our team. For 53 years we watched. For 53 years we waited. Now we've won. One last time, New York, say it with me. Knicks in. Knicks in. Knicks in. So much.
Thank you, Mayor. Now let's bring up the New York Public Advocate, Jumaane Williams.
Yeah! Knicks in 5, baby. Nueva York, Knicks in 5, baby. I cannot believe I'm here. I cannot believe we are all here. Truth be told, we all owe Mike Brown an apology. Let's say sorry right now. And a lot of y'all pundits owe Jaylen Brown Jalen Brunson a huge apology. Y'all know what y'all said. And he came out here, and like the mayor said, all we need is 0.4%. I'm sitting here standing with Jalen Brunson. That makes no sense at all. But I want to say, my daughter, Amelie, is somewhere in there. She's going to college. This is an awesome going to college gift. Thank you so much. My wife, India, wanted me to thank the NYPD for making sure everything went the way it was supposed to go. New York, let's keep this energy going. Everybody's saying hello. Everybody's being polite. Let's keep it going. Young, old, black, white, Republican, conservative, everybody. This is what it's all about, the New York Knicks. And I can't wait to talk to my younger self. And I'm going to tell them to hold on, because on your 50th birthday, they're going to give you a championship, and you're going to be a citywide elected official on this stage. Let's go, Knicks, baby.
Next up, our New York City Comptroller, Mark Levine.
Give it up for Jumaane Williams, the Spike Lee of New York City government. Bueno, señores, ya que hay un jugador boricua en este equipo y un jugador dominicano en este equipo, hay que comenzar con un chin de español. ¿Qué les parece? Miren la bandera. Si están de acuerdo, hagan bulla. Que viva Quisqueya y Boricua. No matter what language you speak, we want to thank this team for bringing this city together, for uplifting New York, for showing the world that we are not afraid of anybody. Even if you are 7'4" and the refs refuse to call a foul on you no matter what. We are not afraid of you. We do not back down, no matter how far behind we are. We were down on 9/11 and we came back. We were down in Sandy and we came back. We were down during COVID and we came back. We were down 29 points against the Cavs, against the Spurs, them too, and we came back. We are New York. We don't stop fighting. You should be afraid of us. We are the champs because of the New York Knicks. We love you. Knicks in 5.
Next up is our New York City Council Speaker, Julie Menin.
So I've got one thing to say to you. Let's go Knicks! Let's go Knicks! So we are officially going to change the New York City motto to Knicks in 5. I just want to thank the whole Knicks organization for everything they stand for. Grit, perseverance, never giving up. This is what embodies our city. So whether it's after 9/11 or during COVID, we always came back, and that's what our New York Knicks did. We owe you a debt of gratitude for bringing joy, unity, euphoria back to our city. So in closing, let me just say, Knicks in 5.
And now time to bring up the New York Knicks owner, championship owner, Jim Dolan.
Ten weeks, baby. Hello, you Knicks fans out there. Yes, thank you for waiting 53 years. Although I have to say, when I look out over the Knicks fans here, you all don't look older than 53 years. Some of you weren't waiting 53. You weren't born yet. But we're very, very happy to have brought you a championship. I'm very proud of our team. Look, I don't need your vote. I don't need to quote to you, right, about what happened here, and because if you're real Knicks fans, you know it already. So thank you for supporting our team. We're going to keep working to bring you even better basketball, although it's hard to imagine that we get much better than this. But we will, right, fellas? And thank you again for your support.
Now the architect of this roster, New York Knicks president Leon Rose.
First, I want to thank Jim Dolan, who I've known for many years. I want to thank him for bringing me into the organization. What's that?
Speak up. They can't hear you.
Can you hear me? Yeah. All right. First, I want to thank Jim Dolan, who I've known for a very long time, and I want to thank him for bringing me into the organization 6 years ago. He's believed in us through every step of this journey and supported us in every way imaginable. To the players, as you heard, the cardiac kids, no quit, find a way to win. Really representing the grit and the character of the people of New York. Your commitment and sacrifice was second to none. Mike Brown and our entire coaching staff, you came in this season with enormous expectations and completely exceeded them. And you did it with so much class that resonated with New Yorkers. To my front office, you have been here since the start with me, and there were so many decisions, big and small, that we made together that got us here today. And to my family, I can't describe how much it means to me and how special it's been to go through this journey with you and celebrate with you. And to all the families of the Knicks organization. And last and most importantly, to the greatest fans in the world, we did it for you. Your support in every arena, it felt like a home game wherever we played. And all over the world has been unbelievable. And we hope to see you again very soon.
Now please welcome the championship head coach of the Knicks, Mike Brown.
What's up, New York? Hey, first of all, I'd like to thank the governor and the mayor for doing this for us. I'm proud of Mr. Dolan, Leon and his staff, all the players, all the coaches, Jamal, the front office side, all the Knicks alumni that I see out there. We appreciate you guys. I got to
Pat Ewing, I got to give you a shout out. You've been with us this whole journey. I want to thank everybody. I'm proud of everybody for helping accomplish this great feat. The energy today and all around New York is off the charts. And I want to thank you all for it. Let's keep this energy going, baby, because this championship is about you guys. This is New York City's championship. I will say this, you know, I'm so proud of our guys from the top to the bottom. There was a lot of hard work that we put in, starting with the off season, going into the season. A lot of stuff that you guys don't see behind the scenes. Guys busting their behinds, not just our players, our medical staff, you know, keeping those guys healthy. No, let's give them a round of applause, for sure. At the beginning of the year, I had everybody sign a contract. And I didn't want you to sign the contract if you didn't believe in it. But it was about sacrifice. You saw our team sacrifice time after time after time after time throughout the course of the year. You saw our team stay connected through the most adverse times through the course of the year. We had our ups, we definitely had our downs, and our group stayed connected through those times. You saw it every time we hit the floor. It didn't matter who was suited up. Our guys brought a competitive spirit that obviously was unmatched, and that's why we're the 2026 NBA championship. You saw the belief in each other. It didn't matter whose number I called. Guys could be Jordan Clarkson. He didn't play for 2 months. He stuck with it. His teammates believed in him. He believed in the process. They believed in each other, and we all held each other accountable. That's the standard of what it was to be a New York Knick in 25-26, and that's why we're champions today. Playing in front of you guys when we had our ups was fantastic, but you're the most knowledgeable fan base in the whole NBA. Your guys' energy when we had our downs was off the charts, and I want to thank you for it. There's nothing better than walking into the iconic building of MSG and getting down night after night after night in front of you guys. You guys made us feel the energy and brought us over the hump when we didn't feel like playing or when our game wasn't at the top. Again, I'd like to thank all the players. I can go down the line with all their accomplishments. They were huge throughout the course of the year, but at the end of the day, I want to thank you guys, because without you, this wouldn't be possible. Let's go one time. Who let the dogs out? Who let the dogs out? I love you, New York.
And now time to hear from the 2026 NBA Finals MVP and the captain of the Knicks, Jalen Brunson.
I don't know how many times I gotta tell Mike to stop doing that shit. Sorry. First and foremost, I want to say thank you to Jim Dolan and the front office for believing in the kid no one else would. Thank you to my teammates, giving me confidence every single day. The belief we had in each other made this possible. Thank our coaching staff, our medical staff, everyone that pitched in every single day behind the scenes. Damn. We really did it, dog. Somehow, some way, I knew we were going to find a way to get this done. Most importantly, thank you to the fans. I'm not going to lie, though, y'all are some pretty hard critics. But we appreciate it. At least I do. Appreciate it a lot. Lastly, I want to thank my family. Truly without them, their sacrifice and everything wouldn't be possible. My inner circle, I mean, they keep me humble every single day. They don't let me get off track for nothing. Damn, New York, we really did it, man. We really did it. Wouldn't trade this for a world. And lastly, there's a lot of people that have a lot of negative stuff to say. There's a lot of people who have a lot of opinions. But when you prove them wrong, you really don't have to say shit to them. Nah, they don't deserve it. They don't deserve it. Appreciate y'all. Thank you.
All right, now it's time for one of the highest honors a city can give as we invite the mayor to come up once again and present the official keys to the city to your 2026 NBA champion, New York Knicks. Jim Dolan. Quentin Dolan. Leon Rose. William Wesley. Head coach Mike Brown. Assistant coach Chris Gent. Assistant coach Rick Brunson. Assistant coach Brendan O'Connor. And now the players. Trey Jemison. Dylan Jones. Kevin McCullough. Mohamed Diawara. Ariel Huckporty. Pacome Dadier. Tyler Kolek. Jeremy Sohan. Jordan Clarkson. Jose Alvarado. Landry Shamet. Miles Deuce McBride. Mitchell Robinson. Josh Hart. Mikal Bridges. OG Anunoby. Karl Anthony Towns. And Jalen Brunson. Once again, your 2026 NBA champion, New York Knicks. got a special surprise coming up in just a couple of minutes, so hang on.
And welcome to the party that has erupted here at City Hall. I mean, the music is bumping. Kat is holding the Larry O'Brien trophy, waving it around as people are taking photos, and you can feel the energy and the players accepting all of that energy. And what a moving moment, getting the keys to the city just moments ago. All of the messaging throughout. Sade, I mean, it was powerful to see in person. I can only imagine what's going through these players' minds.
Oh, I can only imagine, indeed. It was such a moment. And speaking of the players, what's going through their mind, you can see them dancing on stage, giving each other high fives. But really the messaging here. We heard from Coach Brown talking about how they had to sign a contract of sacrifice, that this team was going to do whatever it takes to win. He even talked about Jordan Clark, who didn't get to play very long. I think it was like 2 months he was out, but they said, you know what, this team was behind them, that no matter what, we're going to stay connected. He also took time to thank the crowd, thank the fans for their support, their energy, and they said that they couldn't have won this without them and their energy. We heard from Jalen Brunson, who said, I had this belief in each other, that with each of us, I knew that we could get the job done. And he also thanked his family, thanking them for the sacrifices that they made, for making his inner circle keep him humble and not off track. So important.
Yeah, and all the messaging was great. My biggest takeaway was the loudest cheers weren't for Jalen Brunson or Karl Anthony Towns. They were for Jose Alvarado.
Hometown.
The native son, the hometown guy who was born in Brooklyn, starred in Queens, grew up in city housing, started Christ the King High School, made a name for himself, and overcame all the odds to make the NBA, and now is the world champion. And just the ultimate message here that you can do anything if you put your mind to it. And New York is where stars are born. And this guy rose to the occasion, and now he's part of New York City sports history. It's just a really cool story.
And another star, and another person part of sports history, and another person where the crowd just erupted was OG. You know, I think we actually saw him smile.
We did. There was an OG smile, yes.
You know, it's amazing. So you mentioned the Stars of New York. This piano is set up, and the announcement being made by the legendary broadcaster Mike Breen to be prepared because Alicia Keys is about to jump on the keys.
Lifelong Knicks fan, Alicia Keys.
Yeah, drop it, please.
One of the themes, certainly echoed by Mayor Mamdani, is the city united during this not only playoff run, but certainly the finals run. And when the Knicks were knocked down, and you talk about 29 points down, and that percentage of 99.6% chance that the Spurs would win Game 4, and they did not because of the heroics of the team and the wholesome of the team, and really symbolic of this city. When you're knocked down, you get back up. And he talked about all the 5 boroughs coming together to feel that.
That's right. We heard Mamdani talk about that 0.4%. That's when New Yorkers go to work. That's when we get done what we need to get done. He always says that New York finds a way when something is impossible. Jalen Brunson, he mentioned a quote by Jalen Brunson saying, you know, you're allowed to think about the worst possible scenario, but you've got to do something about it. Here's Alicia Keys. Let's listen in.
This is our time. This is our time. We are champions. New York, how you feeling tonight? Besides very, very, very hot. You know what I mean? Because it is very, very hot. But what can we say? We on fire today. Who's from New York City? All right, me and my son, Egypt, we thought that we would do it like this. Some folks like to get away, take a holiday from the neighborhood, hop a flight to Miami Beach or to Hollywood. But I'm taking a Greyhound on the Hudson River line. I'm in a New York state of mind. New York State. I'm in a New York state of mind. Let's go. We've been waiting over 50 years for this moment, and we never gonna stop. Hey, so I want y'all to sing with me. Grew up in a town that is famous as a place of moving scenes. Noise is always loud. There are sirens all around, and the streets are mean. Street lights, big dreams, all looking pretty. No place in the world that could compare. Put your lighters in the air, everybody say, yeah. Put your hands in the air, yeah. In New York, streets will make you feel brand new. Lights will inspire you. Let's hear it for New York. Concrete jungle where dreams are made of. There's nothing you can't do. Now you're in New York. These streets will make you feel brand new. The lights will inspire you. Let's hear it for New York, New York, New York. New York City! Are we the champions or what? Congrats, baby. Congrats, New York City! I love you.
Congratulations to your 2026 NBA champion, New York Knicks. Once again, thank you everyone for coming. Congratulations to your 2026 NBA champion, New York Knicks.
And the confetti is shooting into the air. What a cap to this celebration. Alicia Keys singing Empire State of Mind. I actually thought Jay-Z was going to come. I thought he was going to be a surprise guest, but that's okay. She just rocked the house.
I mean, Hell's Kitchen native turning up the heat as we capped off an epic day as the confetti cannons are firing on all cylinders. And what a moment. Take in this moment that has been more than 50 years in the making. The New York Knicks, 2026 NBA champions. As the song plays in the background, we are the champions.
Finally, Ryan, right? Finally, 53 years. We have cried. We have been angry. We have been impatient, but now all of that was worth it because we are champions. We are the champions, like the song sings.
Are you Mayor Mamdani's speechwriter? It sounded a lot like his speech. That was great. Listen, I thought Jalen Brunson summed it up. New York, we actually did it. We really did it. And he said, when he got on the stage, the captain, he said, listen, you guys are tough here, but I respect it. Talking about the media, talking about the fans, but it made them better as a team. It made them better as players. It made them strive for more. And so many people didn't think this day was possible, but as we watch confetti rain down here at City Hall, it's real and it's spectacular.
I just caught a piece.
Oh, you got a piece?
I got a piece here.
Okay,
you
great.
can have it. It's an orange one for you.
Okay,
there you
great,
go. I got
thanks.
it for you.
We can share. You know, I think this also gave a taste to just the country and what New York is all about. I mean, we already knew we were tough, that we were resilient, but now they're able to see us on full display just through the story of these champions.
Yeah, and the mayor brought it up too. He said so many times, the city unifies during times of sorrow or times of when things go wrong for the city. But to see them come together in such a proud, rallying moment for New York was really something to see, and it was on full display here today, Mike and Sade, as millions took to the streets to celebrate these worthy champions.
Yeah, the city is one today. We're seeing all these strangers high-five one another. And what a gift this team has brought to this city. Just that togetherness, unfiltered joy is what we're all feeling right now.
Yeah, 5 boroughs coming together as one giant city and one championship city. And you heard the mayor mention, and we keep pointing to that moment where the New York Knicks had a statistical probability of winning by only 0.4% in that Game 4, and he really equated that to New York's grit and toughness, as you mentioned. And he joked and he said, 0.4% chance of success? Why give me a head start if you're a New Yorker? Joking that we don't need any upper hand. We don't need any sort of handout. We work for what we work for. And as I'm looking out away from the City Hall celebration, people are still 20, 30 rows deep back on these surrounding streets around City Hall, still elevated in perches. There's a building right behind us, too, and right in front of us, actually, right behind City Hall, where it's like 17 rows up. You see people on the rooftops. Everybody taking part in trying to get a little energy that was electrified really throughout the day.
I mean, listen, people waited 53 years for this party, so they're not going to want it to end anytime soon. They're going to let this ride out as long as they can, and they are certainly going to soak in every moment.
You know what was so great, you guys? Watching the run-up to this. Seeing people outside with a TV on a street corner. Remember that shot? Or there were projectors from fire escapes. People sharing in a moment in their living rooms, or maybe they're cooking food and they're watching the games, or at a barbershop, everybody's talking about how we pulled it out. This has been just so wonderful to see and to just take in. And that's New York. You hear that song? That's New York, baby.
New York. Absolutely right, Sade. And, when we would come off the air at 11 o'clock at night, so often many people would wake up and see Jaysha Patel outside the Garden getting updates on how it all went down. She was even using seance and sage, and she had a bunch of wardrobe changes, and it was amazing. You were right there along with us.
And by the way, can I just also talk about her Knicks fit? I mean, like, you had a different look all the time. What was off the chain, and another great fit today.
Thank you guys so much. It's been so fun covering the Knicks. My first year here in New York. It's been absolutely incredible. And I mean, what an ending, right, to that parade, to that ceremony. We just heard from Alicia Keys, her amazing performance, Empire State of Mind. You truly felt the energy of New York City here today. And if I step out the way, you can see the players just having an absolute ball, holding their kids, holding the trophies, smiling ear to ear. This is what it's all about, you guys. 53 years in the making. Their family and friends in the crowd watching them. Just such a surreal moment that this is finally here. We saw that presentation of the keys earlier. They were presented with the ceremonial keys. All the players, you heard chants in the crowd. MVP, OG. And you can hear right now the song, It's Up to You, New York. I mean, what an absolute special, special moment for New York City, you guys. And you see Kat there holding both trophies. I don't think I've seen him stop smiling all day. What a moment, you I'll send it back to you.
I don't think anyone has stopped smiling, fans included. Well, we've got our confetti here to mark the moment. But what a thrilling day. And, you know, as we're talking about this weather today, it was supposed to rain. Do you know that the sun actually came down when the ceremony began here and the players started coming out? I mean, the Knicks just keep giving it.
It was that kind of day. It was that kind of playoff run. Everything broke the Knicks' way, and they are the world champions. You're watching the Parade of Champions right here on Channel 7. Stay with us. Our coverage continues after this.